Houston, our instruments are showing that we have a incoming message from deep space. Repeat, Houston, we have an incoming message from deep space. Houston, we will begin playing message now. Houston, we're going to try and translate that up here. Hold for translation. Translation complete. We'll begin playing message now.
Hey, it's me, Melissa.
What do you do when the aliens invade? Take a shot of MK Ultra and watch Melissa Jade. Put on your tinfoil hat and tune right in. We got that crime spree, flat earth theories, government conspiracies, a complex Mandela effects, unidentified objects, a mind expanding, fake moon landing, what it all bends understanding. It's me, Melissa. It's me, Melissa. Aliens is on the sun or in Area 51. Time travels, unravels, haunted castles, cops are baffled, potential experimental thoughts that make you transcendental. It's me, Melissa. It's me, Melissa. Crime sprees, flat earth theories, government conspiracies, complex Mandela effects, unidentified objects, a mind expanding, fake moon landing, what it all bends understanding. It's me, Melissa. It's me, Melissa.
Hello, everybody. Hello, sexy wild things, McLovin, freaking Papa Elvis Claus. We have Harlot. Hello, Harlot people. Me. We have Lace Lemons. We have Nana Banana. We have Hippie Chick. We have Kara Simon, Queen Bella, Debbie Doodles. We have Chases on the case. Let me see, Katrina. Oh, I'm so sorry, Katrina. Underman, Shelly Bean, Chicken Shite, some golf girl, Neat Noodle, Pepper, Christina, Cool Gamer, Risk Offending, Skylab, Chicken Money Makers. Hey MK, Hey Breeze. Let me see, Musicity Mom. We have Mia B, Little Red O, Scara, Destination New York, Brandy, Under Review. Poor Linda. We got Robin, Judith. Look at all these awesome people. Hey, Shacto. Yeah. I took a nap. Hi, Samantha Lewis. I took a nap and then I woke up and I overslept my alarm. And so then I had to eat something real quick. And so I pushed it back. So sorry, guys. How are you guys? Hi, Tara. Hey, Wheelby. Hi, Aries. Aries, did you say something earlier? Did you say something about the royal family missing the Kate not going to the parade and the royal family supposed to be speaking on it soon? Hi, Keith. What'd you say, Aries? Can you repeat it? Type it all out. Type it all out for me. Please. What'd you hear? Hey, Linda. Hi, guys. So we're gonna go over. I wanted to hear Aries update. But we're gonna go over where we last left off. BBC News. Okay, I'm gonna look at that. Thank you. Hey, kitty cats. We're gonna go over. We're continuing where we last left off. December 2020. Within the next 72 hours, the royal family is supposed to be making a big announcement. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I mean, listen, again, if you weren't here a couple lives ago, me and Malicious Intent, who has a great channel, by the way, I'll drop her link, covered the conspiracy of where's Kate Middleton? And it's just getting weirder and weirder. And so neither her or the children have been seen since December, Christmas of 2023. And so apparently they're supposed to be making a big announcement within the next couple of days. So I am curious. Hey, Amber, I am curious where that's going to go. So, ooh, maybe, you know what? They're going to rickroll us a little right out. Maybe it's, yeah. I mean, that's, hi, Angel D. According to reports, BBC Events production unit has been notified to keep an eye out for a major announcement from the royal family in the wake of current health crisis. But is that health crisis Kate, or is that health crisis William? Not no, not William. The dad, Charles. I don't know. Hi, Fragile Like a Bomb. Is that what you heard, Lil Red? Oh, it's so sad. That's so very sad. Well, see, with Kate, okay, here's the only thing that like it keeps holding me up, because if it was about Kate, I would anticipate to see the kids, but we have not seen those kids since we last seen her. So it doesn't make me think that like it's specifically health. Hi, Gianna. I opened your Gianna, girl, listen. I opened your email. Great. I haven't had a chance to email you back yet. Great job. Great freaking job. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I freaking did. I saw it, and I'm pissed that I didn't know about it before, but thank you very much. And I'm gonna look into that. Oh my dear Lord. Yeah, that was a bombshell find. That was a bombshell find. So kudos. Hi, Big Al. Kind of odd that every time a royal brings someone in from the outside, bad things happen to them. It's sad. It's very sad, very coincidental. But with Kate, she's always, I don't know, like she did her part, she's done her role. And so like I think that this is more of an internal thing going on. Welcome, Kristen. Thank you so much for becoming a member. We're so happy to have you part of the channel. Thank you so much. I hope she's okay too. So, okay. We last left off. Yeah. You think Kate got a mommy makeover? I hope it's as simple as that. But she's beautiful the way she is. So I can't imagine. Jack. Thank you, Jack. Jack just gifted 5 memberships. Thank you so much. That's very kind of you. Thank you. And congratulations to all of our new members. We have our members only Monday live tomorrow. I forgot. Yeah, it's Sunday. So we have our members only Monday live tomorrow. So congratulations. Please make sure you thank Jack in the chat if you received one MK. And MK just gifted 5 memberships. Wow, you guys. Thank you so much. Congratulations to our newest members. Please make sure you thank MK if you are a lucky recipient. Welcome, guys. Thank you so much. It's very kind of you. Thank you so much. Hey, Reese's Cup, and no, Claus, nobody can be like Diana. Her essence, it's just, you can't recreate it. Thank you, Jack. That's very kind of you. I will wear it proudly. Perfect. Hi, KPM. Hi, Scott. Welcome to all of our new members. Yeah, we have our members only Monday tomorrow. It's not scheduled yet, so don't feel like you're going crazy. I have not decided which direction I'm going in, because I have a bigger live that's going to be coming up, not Tisha related, but I haven't decided when I'm going to do it yet. So we'll figure that either later or tomorrow. Hi, Devil in Disguise. So we last left off December of 2020. The call. Hi, Tianos. If she had major abdominal surgery, she may have a temporary colostomy bag. And we've heard of that, like as far as possible theories going around. Hi, Popcorn Popper. Is having to take a partial of her intestinal tract out, or a colostomy bag, and it's possible. And there's 3 types of colostomy bags as far as I know. And it can be temporary. But I really think, again, if this was something that, oh, thank you, Lady V, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping in. If this was something medical, I really would anticipate to see the 3 kids with William at some of these events. But the fact that those kids have not been seen, and honestly, there's 2 things. The fact that the kids have not been seen since December right along with Kate, I'm thinking, all right, not taking away the fact that she may be struggling with some type of health issue, versus the reason that we're not seeing her is a choice, and there's some internal things going on and the kids are with their mom. But 2, oh man, now I forgot the second part that I was gonna say. Oh, well, now I forgot. I had a second part. Okay, MK. Well, thank you so much again for the gifted memberships, and thanks for stopping by. I hope you get some rest. Thank you, Jack. Abdominal surgery and not just surgery if they want to be vague. Yeah, it's strange. Hi, Victoria Lee. Maybe they're in the Royal Horror Bunker. Oh, well, because one of the calls is with Papa. So we're doing it. I had another. Hi, Artemis Prime. I hope it has nothing. Hi, Michelle. I hope it has nothing to do. You know how many Michelles we have here? We have a lot of Michelles. All right, so hold on. Let me pull this up. Now I feel like I can't even use this thing anymore, but I'll get a different one. Okay. Yeah, we need a Michelle number system. We have a lot of Michelles. We have a lot of Michelles. Okay. Sourdough cinnamon rolls. Hot damn, don't tempt me with a good time. Even though I don't think I'd want them as sourdough, but I'm not knocking it till I try it. So this next call, we last left off, and while we play this, because this is a quick call, while we play this, I'm going to pull up some documents from the case files to discuss between the calls. So this one is with her daughter Harley, December 5th. And where we last left off, Letecia managed to get Aunt Brenda to send $400 to cover the rent. And she manipulated her and told her, oh, well, I made the choice that Harley's going to go live with Miss Amy because she doesn't have the money and she can't afford the rent. And her rent is due tomorrow and I don't have the money. And Aunt Brenna's like, all right, Tisha Lynn, I'm going to send $400 to her Cash App right now. And yes, that's my accent. And so she won. Her manipulation, her reverse psychology, like always, pulled through. And that's where we left off. So I'm assuming now the next day with her calling Harley, she's going to be asking, did you get the Cash App and stuff to Harley? But let's take a listen. Hi, Claudia.
Baby, all right, bye. Hello.
Hey.
Hey.
What's up?
Nothing with Naya.
Oh, it's her birthday, ain't it?
Hmm?
Ain't it her birthday coming up?
Yeah.
What day is it on?
In a couple days.
Yeah, I remember that. I didn't know the exact day, but I remembered it was coming up.
Yeah.
Who won the game?
I don't know yet. It hasn't finished.
Oh, because I know it started at 3:30.
No, I think it started at 5 something, didn't it?
Oh, it started at
4:30.
Yeah, our time, 3:30, I guess, maybe. Okay.
Oh.
I just remember I seen 3:30 somewhere, but yeah, you're right. That would have been this time, so it hasn't started.
Naya said hi.
Hi, Naya.
She said, hi, Naya.
Happy birthday.
She said, happy early birthday. She said, thank you.
Where y'all headed?
Nothing. We were just at Ulta. Well, I went to go take my clothes to Plato's Closet, and I went to Ulta.
Cool. Oh, cool. You had clothes to take to Plato's?
Mm-hmm.
You're tired of wearing them?
Well, they were like old clothes.
Yeah, did they take them?
Well, I guess they had a long wait, so like I dropped them off like 2 hours ago.
Listen, we've seen their closet. What's that website called again? I never remember. But we saw their closet and we saw the things that they were selling. Hey, Blue. And hello, Megan. So we saw their closet and I don't know the Adams, but we saw her closet and the things that she was selling was legit. You know what it reminded me of in Goodfellas? You know how the movie Goodfellas starts and they selling the smokes out of the back of the fucking truck? That's what it reminded me of. Tisha is definitely selling merchandise that comes off the back of the fucking, the stolen goods truck. That's what it is. She had like brand new everything, but including kids' clothes that she doesn't have a kid at that age. Poshmark, thank you. That's what it's called. I don't know. I just remember Allie showed something about a closet. Hello, Seek Justice. And so, but Harley was reselling, listen, she was reselling used shoes for like $500. I would not buy new shoes for $500, let alone used. So I don't know how much those shoes cost naturally. I would never drop I don't have $500 to drop on a pair of shoes, but I would never, even if I did, I don't think I would ever drop it. That's absurd. I ruin shoes. Everybody ruins shoes. I think everyone ruins shoes. I'm getting distracted. But point is that Harley has really nice clothes. I went a very long journey just to come back and say that. I don't believe Harley when she says all of her clothes are old, okay? I just don't. They better be the Marty McFly shoes, motherfucker. I freaking no. And we know Tisha can't wear closed toe shoes because then she can't go gadget toe it to escape. At Plato's is a B&B. I'm not sure what a B&B is, unless it's a bed and breakfast. I think Tisha Lean had a 5-finger discount. I'm not a Crocs girl. I understand how comfortable they are. Allegedly, I have never tried them, but they bug me out. First of all, you're paying for half the product. Okay. You're paying for half the product. There's a bunch of holes in the damn shoes. Number one. Number two, I don't like the way they look. And then not only do I not like, let me ask you something. Why would they put a bunch of holes in these shoes and then say, hey, and then you could buy additional things to plug up those holes? What? I don't know what they're called, but like you could plug the holes up. So why don't you just give me the full shoe to begin with? I don't understand. This is how they make money these days, okay? Yeah, we own no Crocs here. This is a no Croc zone. Pro onions, but no Crocs.
Oh,
Yeah, they're still not done.
oh, dang.
Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty. Well, I'll let y'all go have fun. When I call you on Monday, do you go to work Monday?
No idea. I think so, but I should be able to answer my phone.
Okay, well, I'm just saying, like, I need you to write stuff down so I could follow up with you that you're going to work on it because you didn't look up none of the other stuff.
Okay.
All right. Did you talk to my dad?
Did you get that money?
No,
You didn't
because
message
you
him?
told me to wait. You told me to wait and to see if he talks to me today.
Oh, okay. I did. Did you get money from Aunt Brenda?
There it is.
Yeah, she sent it to me.
Okay, well, whenever you get the money from my dad, it says it'd be to help pay that thing too online because you can't let that lapse, okay?
Okay.
So message him.
Okay.
Alrighty. Love you. Talk to you later.
Okay, love you too.
She pissed me off. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to get to the top of this. Here we go. Just in between the calls, I just wanna pull these back up. You know, just a little memory, just a walk down the memory lane a little bit here. Just because it's interesting. Okay. Guess he's back. Guess he's back. Guess he's back. Da-na-na. Okay. So back in the Facebook groups, back in 2020. This is still 2020. This is still this year from when we're listening to the calls. What she was doing leading up to her arrest and how she was in these Facebook groups and she was manipulating and she was doing everything, okay? And that's what I say all the time, Queen Bella. I'm appreciative. I really am appreciative that she Harley still had a good support system. Because you know that age, everything's embarrassing. You know, her friends knew everything that was going on with her mom. That's also why I want to show you guys these, because Letecia was out there. She was out in those Facebook groups. Everybody saw for themselves. I wonder, and I'm asking you guys, because I don't remember, and I haven't listened to all of the calls. Did Letecia ever talk to Harley about this alleged pregnancy? Because you're going to see she claimed she was pregnant and then had the miscarriage when she was arrested. Did her and Harley, does anyone know if her and Harley ever spoke about that on any of these calls? Interesting. Okay, thank you guys for letting me this. No. Well, I wish you all the best with that, Aries. Yeah, it's weird. Okay. All right, so let's just jump through a couple of these and we'll listen to the next call. This is Letecia going back and forth under a Fox 21 News post, okay? You are an idiot. They have footage of the other side of the vehicle because what you want, because of a neighbor who has paid to release one half, a neighbor was not paid to release half of the footage, okay? But that's what Tisha Leanne claims. So let's see. This is regarding his mom, okay? His mom. Oh, how she trashed Landon. It is so sad. It's so sad. In the calls or in general nails and braids? Prada Crocs for the designer whores. Interesting. Thank you, Loretto. So about Landon, and this is what I'm trying to say. Like, Harley, her friends knew what the heck was going on because this was happening all over social media. Give me a break. This is Tisha, okay? Give me a break. You guys are fooled. This girl cared nothing about Gannon, and all the reason Albert is supporting her until the truth comes out. This girl would go days without calling her kids, gave them up for a man, was involved in criminal activity, got on drugs, and posted nude. I really don't care what any of you say because she is a piece of shit, getting money off her child when she don't have shit and ain't never been shit. He fake cries to sucker y'all in just like she did for years with Albert. Finally, he realized and the kids came home. This was an accident, not some tragedy, and Gannon is alive. Now, that was a leak at that point, because nobody knew where Gannon was. You have to remember, this is before Gannon's body was found, before she was arrested. You are some kind of wannabe reporters behind a keyboard. I was there. I have had contact with Albert. He knows the truth. Gannon didn't want to be there because they pawned his items and had abuse around him. He wasn't running to her. If you cared about Gannon, you would get the facts straight and know that this is her front. She did this for years. Exactly. So, again, for context, this is mostly, she was really crazy in the Facebook groups in February, okay? So January is the murder. February, at the same time of the pretext calls, is when the pretext calls with Al is when these overlap. She was raging in the Facebook groups in February, and people knew all of a sudden like they were separated, they're not lit, like things were leaking out, and she was desperately trying to grab hold of control and the narrative. But you have to also remember the text message exchange between Letecia and Al that we've gone through, because these overlap with that also. So try to remember all the pretext calls that we listened to between Letecia and Al, and then look at the posts, because you're going to see a lot of parallels and how they overlap, okay? She's like an itch you can't reach. Yes, Mia, that is an appropriate way to describe her. Yeah, her and Landon were best friends. Now, I guess we never got a definitive that Letecia had an affair with Al, but it's in here. It's in one of these groups, okay? One of these posts from, I guess, Landon's side, that Letecia had an affair with Al. Either way, if she didn't, she took her best friend's ex-husband and married him and then took her kids. But everything was fine until after Gannon went missing. Landon got a bunch of support, and Tisha didn't like that. And Tisha literally accused Landon of being involved. So she's done the worst thing to these, parents that I could ever imagine you doing. So, and do you guys want to go through some of these between the calls? Let me know, or I could just play the call. Let me know in chat, because if you don't want to go through a couple of them and then listen to a call, go through a couple, listen to a call. I don't have to, but let me know if you're interested in seeing them. So, kids accidentally leave you, dumbass. They make bad choices. You're a dumb keyboard warrior. What? Oh, I'm on the wrong thing. I was like, what is that? Hold on. You're a dumb keyboard warrior. Help out instead of type. You are a piece of crap too. You guys like both? Okay. Perfect. I think they're interesting too, Linda. I've gone through them before, but still, there was so much when you go through it at once. Sometimes you miss a lot. Okay, hold on. He was worried, Gannon. His switch was getting sold. So who cares what method? You don't understand that education has nothing to do with something when someone is scared. And heck yes, if you do something, then you have to help fix it. Child or no child. I could have set the switch, but she meant sold the switch. But I said something valuable to me, showing how much I wasn't going to tell on him. This was about the candle incident. And thank you, Claus. This was about the candle incident. Hi, Yankee Kyle. Yeah, you dumb keyboard warrior, Harlot. And you have to remember, she released the video. She released the video of her recording Gannon hysterically crying and then making him apologize for the wax and burning in the carpet, and we're gonna have to sell something. And so she thought, it is insane to me that she thought that would ever help her case and that she released it to the public. But she did. Sure enough, she did. And people came at her over it. And so this is her defending herself, saying, yeah, I said that we were going to have to sell something to fix it. I could have made him sell his Switch, but no, instead, I chose something valuable to me, the couch. Do you? Okay, let me ask you something, Tisha. Because in Tisha's mind, she's always like, oh, I didn't want to tell on him. I didn't want to tell on Gannon. I was going to find something to sell so Al wouldn't know. But, bitch, do you not think when Al came home and a couch is missing and it's a just big old square room that he wasn't going to be like, Tisha Lynn, what, like, he went to go sit on air? Do you not think he would have noticed? Like, no. Nobody's gonna know. They're never gonna know. They're never gonna know. The fucking couch is missing. Come on. Her lies don't even make sense, man. It doesn't make sense. No, I wasn't gonna sell the Switch. I wasn't gonna tell on him. Jesus. Hi, Hazel Eyes. And exactly, the couch was burned too. So bitch had to get rid of it anyway. But she didn't get rid of anything. Okay. So this is part of the conversation. The full one is later on in the screenshots. But she was talking to everyone and anyone, okay? And it says, oh yeah, this isn't Letecia. Blue is the person she's talking to. The video released from when Gannon had burned the carpet by mistake, everyone was posting how at the end they heard him say he was bleeding. Because at the end of that heartbreaking video she posted with Gannon crying, apologizing, at the end you could hear him say, I'm bleeding. I remember all this happening in real time. It was so disturbing. It really was. And then Letecia says, he did bleed. I never hid that. That's where the blood came from. Once again, another fact I told the police. Why was he now all the blood came from the candle? I know, little Redo, it'll never leave us. Hey, Boho Hobo. But she gets into more specifically where the blood came from in a later group of screenshots. It you know what? There's something different about when you're watching a case unfold in real time. No, he said, I'm worried about my burns, Laren Mitchell. That's one part. But then at the end, there's a part where, and I remember this happening, Everyone's like, wait a second, did he say I'm bleeding? That part. And not everywhere had the full video. A lot of places had it edited out the beginning when Tisha started in her room, and you could see Lena as she's walking through the living room and the news is on about Colby. But the very end of that video, and I could show it to you guys, you know, if you want. It's just heartbreaking. It sounds like he says, I'm bleeding. So that's even separate from the part where he says, I'm worried about my burns. Thank you, poor Linda. Yes, Lara Mitchell. It's heartbreaking. And that's, remember, she released it. She released that video to the public to try to help herself. You've never seen, we got a couple of people in here you've never seen that video though, for real? It's a horrible video. It's not long. It's not long. But Tisha was trying to do it as proof. Hi, Southern gal. Really, Peyton? Oh, okay, hold on. I could drop the link to it for the people who want to watch it, because it's really heartbreaking. So the person says, what was he pleading from on the video? Because I know it was mentioned how his foot got wrapped in the garage because he stepped on something in there, but never understood the I'm bleeding part. Okay. Now, no, it wasn't from Vern's, though. You haven't either, Nails and Braids by Kim? Oh, my goodness. I know. It's something that you could never get out of your head. Southern Gal, this came out before. I'm talking about when it was released on the internet. She released it on the internet. And this is the time where, right here, we're looking at the screenshots at this time, people were going crazy because she released it thinking for some reason that it helped her. And people went nuts about it. Wait a second, this baby's missing. They hadn't found him yet. The night before, he is crying, he is bleeding, he is burned. You're talking about selling things. What is going on? But that is the video I refer back to when I talk about Lena's safe passage interview and the horrific details that she's relaying. It accurately lines up to that video and what we know happened. Right. Exactly, Abra. So this is a post from a girl, and I know, I totally understand. It's like, well, hey, who is this person that just made a post? Why do we put any credibility in it? But you will see it wraps around later, and this is something that was said to multiple people, okay? So it's not just like a random comment. It does come out with the same thing we will see Tisha saying later on. So this person says, Tisha was texting with a friend, exact date unknown, approximately mid-February, and the friend asked Letecia why she didn't face the camera in that interview. They're talking about this Spencer Wilson interview where Tisha has her back to the camera and he's like, if you could say one thing to Gannon, what would it be? And Leticia's like, I can't wait till you could come home and everybody can apologize to me. You remember that interview, the Spencer Wilson interview, while she has the moving truck loaded up, where his body was most likely in that moving truck. I think that would have been the same time his body was in the moving truck. And the person asked, why'd you have your back to the camera? Why wouldn't you let your face be recorded? Letecia implied that she couldn't show her face because her face was bruised due to details that haven't been released yet. She also said she had Baez law firm handling the case, and she told the girl she was 9 weeks pregnant. So I have those messages, and so this isn't just a random post. This is legit. And it says, just another series of her lies. She never stuck with a single story, and none of what she says is true. Not a single thing. I'm glad her friends are realizing how manipulative she is. So she said her face was so bruised. So bruised. She couldn't, details haven't been released yet. Why? But that's why she couldn't record. Good night, Chase. Thank you so much. No body was hidden. She had to use the car that Aunt rented to go back. When I remember when Dakota took the stand and they were moving the suitcases out of one moving truck into another, and Letecia specifically carried that one Gannon was found in, and it was heavy, and Dakota offered to help her, and she said no, and she said it was softball equipment. That wasn't at the time of Spencer Wilson. That was a different time. That's the other van at the hotel. Okay. Thank you, Loretto. Oh, and she went, got it. So she didn't pick him back up yet. Okay. Next day. Yep. Okay, Melly Lynn. Thank you. Yeah, Michelle. Yeah, I know. We know. Thank you. Okay. So what was he bleeding from on the video? Because I know it was mentioned how his foot got wrapped in the garage because he stepped on something in there, but never understood the I'm bleeding part on the video. I didn't understand where he was bleeding from in the video. Letecia said, he set a fire on accident. What do you mean? The candle broke from the heat. I jumped on the fire. The candle, guys, did not break from the heat. They found the candle in the garbage bin outside. It was still intact. Oh, okay, T. Adams, get some rest. Thank you for being here. With us, yes, with a sock stuffed in it. It was not broken. But as you could see, like the evolution of Tisha's story, she's saying the candle breaking from the heat and the glass is what caused Gannon to start to bleed. There's both parts. Allergic to BS. There's the part in the video where he says, I'm just worried about my burns. And then at the very end of the full video, it sounds like he's saying, I'm bleeding. And that I'm not trying to mimic him versus that's how he says it, and it cuts off. That's what one of the stories that she says, Angel D. I know, allergic to BS. I'll drop the link for the video for anybody who wants to watch it, who hasn't watched it. I see, just as many people who want to watch it. There's just as many people in here who say, no, don't. It's too heartbreaking. So I could drop the link for the video for anybody who wants to take, it's only like a less than a minute video, to go and watch it for themselves, though. And so the person says, sorry, I meant what made him bleed? Was it busted? Was it the busted candle that made him bleed? Tisha says, hey, Kathy 4. Tisha said, he stepped back on his foot from before. So yes, we couldn't see to get out of downstairs. It was too smoky, and the alarm was saying, fire, fire, fire. We ran out as fast as we could, barefooted. So in this version of the story, the candle went pop. The heat created the candle, the heat caused the candle to explode, basically, shatter. And there's now broken particles of glass on the floor. It was so smoky down there, they couldn't see anything. But Gannon is running barefoot. The alarm is saying, fire, fire. And while barefoot, running across the basement to escape the smoke-filled home, his foot stepped on the broken glass from the shattered candle, which then causes the blood spatter we see all over the house. But the candle never was broken. We see it in the photos of the candle, and the candle itself was recovered in the trash bin. The candle was in one piece. How she didn't think of this? She released the photos of the candle. She released them so you can see it is not broken. But you know what this is? This is Letecia logic up in here, okay? Right, KPM. Hey, everyone is passing around your messages about taking a polygraph test. Tisha says, I know, it's funny. Eliminating in potential jury members if something happens. They are idiots. Yo, you guys, Tisha wasn't arrested yet. Tisha wasn't arrested yet. She had not been charged yet. Eliminating in potential jury members? For what? Gannon hasn't been found yet. You're a free woman. What do you mean, eliminating potential jury members? Only someone who is guilty would anticipate being charged in the future, going to trial, and tainting the jury pool with what's happening now. She wanted to convince everybody it was, I don't know where Gannon is. He just didn't return home. I don't know. It was an accident, this, that. Yet you're already anticipating a trial. She incriminated herself. And you want to know what's crazy? We never even, her case was so, like, her trial was so thorough. They didn't even need to bring any of this up. You guys, she incriminated herself. She dug that freaking hole so deep. They didn't even need to use any of this. during trial. They could, but they had more than enough. Chicken shite. No, I didn't hear him say I'm worried about the blood. Okay, there's two separate. Now I feel like I'm going to have to pull this video up. There's two separate parts. When that video came out, a lot of places published it clipped. And when I say clipped, there wasn't much clipped. It was just the beginning. They clipped out the part where Tisha starts in her room. You see Lena on the bed with the wedged pillow. Lena asks, oh, what did she ask? What are you doing? Or something. You know, where are you going? Something. Lena asks something. She's laying in the bed with the dogs. And she's on a wedged pillow. Tisha flips on the light. You see Lena in the bed with the dogs, which lines up to her safe passage interview. And then she walks through the house. You hear the TV on in the family room. I think it was about Kobe. And then you see her walk down into the pitch dark. And then you just hear the conversation with her and Gannon. And only at the very end of it clip do you hear, I'm bleeding. You know, like, that's how it sounds. She is, Kelly, and I'm glad that you enjoy the channel, but yeah, she is. I'll have to show you guys because it's two separate parts of the audio. So what does that mean? Sorry. I've never heard of that before. I never heard of eliminating on potential jury members. I'm still new to certain things about this case. I've just never heard of it. I'm guessing that means you've never done the polygraph test and that it was just to get them to be quiet? Letecia, no, I did the test. Oh, okay. What does that other thing mean then? Yeah, what does eliminating potential jury members mean? Like Tisha says, like if something was to go to trial, if people are summoned and have involved in public opinion, they are disqualified. Tisha, an innocent person would not be thinking like this. An innocent person who was not even charged yet would not be thinking of getting charged, going to trial, and tainting the jury pool. She's like, oh, damn. So how did the test go? I think it's so funny. She tells everyone how well her polygraph test went when we know and we heard how that polygraph test went. It's the funniest thing. Sorry, my thing got stuck and I couldn't unmute. Okay. It says, assuming you pass the polygraph test, Letecia says, yep, for sure. Yes, I did. Tisha, you couldn't even get a fake polygraphtest.com. Like, what? Are you kidding me? You couldn't even pay for the fake one. Yet she's up in here saying, yep, I sure did. I passed. That's what I'm saying, Amber. It's crazy. There's a call before trial, and Brenda says, when you go to the next place, baby. Huh. No, I haven't seen either in here yet. Nana Banana, you didn't miss anyone. Hi, Megsy. So they said, this is not Letecia. This is the other person. I think that's why people were accusing you because of your location on his disappearance. Which, I mean, it's hard on knowing what to believe. And people are going to blame you and point fingers at the person last seen with someone who disappeared. And knowing it's a child and you're a step parent, and the way the world is crazy these days with step parents, it puts your innocence in a tough spot, you know? I like to keep an open mind, though, as best as I can. Letecia says, see, remember when I said the Facebook post? Letecia says, I didn't want people to see the marks on my face. It will come out. Remember? The person says, oh my goodness, what marks did you have? Was it from the candle thing? Was it from the combusting candle that shattered glass everywhere? Did that cut you in the face? Here is Letecia. Ready to get pissed off? Let's just say I did my best to protect Gannon. A person from the lawyer is about to post stuff soon. I got the Baez law firm. That's why I have to be vague. We haven't released that yet. He is flying to meet with them. He is flying me to meet with them. Yeah. So not only did she do what she did again, and she's making herself up here like the fucking hero in this story. So the person says, you're good. I understand. You're not allowed to say much due to it being an ongoing investigation. And no matter what I say or how I say it, I don't expect you to believe me 100% because I'm a stranger and you're just meeting me. Yeah, let that sink in. She's talking like this to strangers. Strangers on the internet. Okay? Letecia says, just have to keep praying every day. The person says, hey, someone said you're pregnant. Are you? How far along are you now? How is your day today? Letecia says, 8 weeks today. 8 weeks pregnant today, baby. Aw, congrats to you. When did you find out? I knew for a few weeks. Aw, what did Al say about it? Not sure. You haven't told him? Now think back to the pretext calls. Remember, guys? And we heard everything she was feeding him. Al was not believing the stuff she was putting out, okay? They never even used these in trial, little Redo. They never used them in trial. They didn't even need them. She she dug herself into such a hole. They didn't need them. Okay. Rumor has it that T. Stauch is claiming you are representing her at Baez law firm. And by rumor, I mean there is a screenshot of her stating that at Baez law firm, February 19th, 2020. We have a pretext call from the 19th, okay? 3:54 p.m. Baez law firm. This is not true. Oh, yeah, Lil Red, yes. These screenshots, man. I just no, that's not true. Do you guys want me to keep going or do you want me to play the next call? Let me know. It's up to you guys. Keep going with the screenshots or stop and play a call. Yeah, Jose was like, hell to the no. Listen, when Jose Bias refuses to even take you on as a client, you know it has to be bad. It has to be bad. Even Jose was like, I can't. Listen, I've represented Casey, but I can't represent you. Oh, she didn't care. She then jumped to Nancy Grace. She jumped to Nancy Grace, man. Nancy Grace is going to do it. Nancy Grace is going to do it. You know, Nancy Grace is going to show you I'm innocent. I know, malicious. Okay. All right. So I'll stop. We'll do a call and then we'll do more screenshots. So let me stop. Flip. So this next call, she just got off with, hey, where'd my whole chat go? Oh, there it is. Okay. She just got off with Harley. And now this is an unknown. This call is with unknown. December 6th, 4/11. So let's see.
Hi.
Hello?
Hi.
Hi, what are you doing?
You know, just looking at my view of the mountains, hanging out, you know.
Yeah, I was wondering when you're going to call me back.
This is Mystery Man. Mystery Man. Remember the last time she spoke to the Mystery Man, it like cut off abruptly and she's like, gotta go, bye. So this is her. I'm curious if this, no, I don't know what the date of that Valentine's Day card is that she put in her lawsuit, but this is 2020. So I don't know, but this is E. Yeah, no, but Nancy Grace was not communicating with Letecia about it. Yeah, this is the guy who got out of jail and went to the halfway house. George, yeah.
Well, you got the 719 number, so you know it costs extra, and I'll be using it on my daughter. So I was like, well.
Oh, yeah, well, I'm going to have to put some money on the phone then.
Yeah, I was like, you know, because last time, I don't know why they charge that fee. It's crazy just because you got a local number.
Uh-huh. So I'm going to, yeah, no, it's, yeah. What'd you say? I'm not even over here kicking back.
Oh. How's Alex Rodriguez doing?
Huh?
How's Alex Rodriguez doing?
Oh, you're doing good. Doing real good. You know.
That's the second time I've heard her use the Alex Rodriguez reference in regards to this guy. It's code for something. Now, what is it code for? Oh, yeah, I'm sure, Big Al. But what? Hello, George Glass? What? Honey Noodle? What? Who's Alex? I know who the real Alex Rodriguez is, but who is this code for? How's Alex Rodriguez? What was she up to?
Rodriguez doing?
Oh, you're doing good. Doing real good. You know. Living the dream. Yeah, we're fucking on fucking quarantine over here, man. It sucks, dude.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
So you
they like
stay there the whole time?
So we have to stay here, yeah, until they lift it off. I'm working. I got a job, everything, you know what I mean? But fucking, since they did this, like, yeah, we had to go on lockdown.
Oh, wow. That sucks. So you just had to tell them you couldn't get there.
Yeah. Well, then I tested positive for that fucking stupid-ass COVID shit, so, I mean, because I could have got a note from my doctor. I mean, not from my doctor, but from my job.
saying that I'm an essential worker or whatever, and I would have been able to still go to work. But since I tested positive for that COVID shit, I had to be on quarantine.
Yeah, when I was on the phone with you, I don't know, all the phones went out last time.
Oh, really?
Like the cord, like I moved, like I turned around and moved back, and when I did, it pulled the cord out.
You said, gotta go by. This is the second time she's claiming the phone's broke. We heard her say that. What was it, to her dad? Yeah, we just heard her say this to her dad the last episode. But when it hung up abruptly with him last time, you said, all right, gotta go, bye. You said it. So if it broke, how'd you anticipate it breaking? Oh my God. See, this is what I mean by she lies. She's not an impulsive liar. She's a pathological liar. So an impulsive liar will lie for a reason, like in the moment, like when they're caught, when they're there, to try to get out of it. And usually they will explain, like, later on why they may have lied. Pathological liar, there's no purpose to your lie. There's no fucking purpose to your lie. And they will just lie to lie about the most silly things that there's no reason to. There's no reason to. Usually when somebody lies, there's a reason. She just lies about things that there's no reason to lie about. Hi, Lori.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, well, they had a lockdown anyway, so.
So how you doing? You doing okay? I mean, for the most part?
Yeah. I beat this girl up.
Did you? No way.
Yeah, okay, so someone had them pop the lock because they were out, and she came in.
Tisha Leanne, you beat this girl up? So I had to beat this girl up. No way. Way. Okay. We don't have an incident report for that. We don't have an incident report for that. I mean, not saying that you can't ever get into a fight and it not be documented. I that's possible. Come on. Oh, really, Big Al? It's horrible. It's horrible to be in that situation with a pathological liar. The gaslighting is insane. No, Southern Gal, she's a liar. Didn't fucking beat nobody up. Come on.
Okay. I mean, for the most part.
Yeah. I beat this girl up.
Did you? No way.
Yeah, okay, so someone had them pop the lock because they were out, and she came in there and she tried to talk drunk or whatever, and I just waited. And I just kicked her across the neck and popped her in the side of her face.
Uh-huh.
When they walked in there, they were like, "What happened?" I was like, "She slipped on the water she had in her hand."
Yeah.
They knew better, obviously, but
no. What? And then what happened after I beat her ass to pulp? Oh, I said she slipped on the water she has in her hand. Yes, Moose. Yes. They lie so effortlessly and so much that some pathological liars can pass a polygraph test even if they're lying because they somewhat believe their own lies, okay? But this didn't happen. This did not happen. This is her trying to flirt and act tough. Let me tell you something. I mean, no, I can't speak for all men. I guess some men could be attracted to like women who beat the shit out of other women and stuff like that. But I would think most men actually appreciate a lady behaving like a lady, not trying to get them turned on by you beating the shit out of another girl. I don't know. I guess everybody's different.
I just laughed it off.
Yeah. When did that happen?
Like last week sometime. I never talked to you. I was like, man, I'm about to tell Alex about this.
Yeah. I miss you, girl.
I miss you too, man. Oh,
Man, I mean,
we got,
for real.
We got some rowdy people above us, man. But I'm hoping they move out soon because they get on my nerves.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we're back in A2.
Oh, you guys are at A2?
Yeah, we're back in A2, and they got the Bravo people above us and Charlie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they moved Charlie to Delta now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because we were in Delta. So as soon as we moved out of Delta, they moved Charlie to Delta.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Are they still doing that to all the doors or what?
Yeah, so well, you know, Charlie already had metal doors, right?
Yeah.
And so did I think so did somebody else, Bravo. But we got the new doors like that were in Delta.
Oh, okay.
With the big windows where everybody kept the same doors. They just got the boxes installed.
Yeah.
They still got like Bravo dudes beside us, so you know they were running around in their turtle suits acting a fool.
Yeah.
Do y'all get to be out there, or do you have to be by yourself?
No, we're in fucking. I'm in a floor manager, but yeah, there's 4 of us in there.
Oh, so y'all have to wait through this whole thing before you come out.
Yeah, I mean, before we get to leave the actual fucking facility,
Leave the place.
Yeah, I mean, we can come out of our door and shit, and you know what I mean. But we're not supposed to be around all the other people. But there's like over 20 dudes got that shit already here. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Wow.
So it's like.
Oh, she knows exactly what you mean. Despite. Yes, popcorn popper. This is somebody, listen, she met through the drain pipes. This is her thing. She's living the dream. She's happy as could be. It's love at first flush. I don't know. I don't know why this, like, there has to be something in it for this guy. Unless he's just attracted to child killers. I don't know. He's talking to her like, like they just swiped right on Tinder and it's like their second fucking date. I don't know. It's weird to me.
It's not gonna fucking. It's not gonna.
Get it again, probably.
Yeah. I don't think I'll get it again. That's what I heard. You can't get it twice or whatever. But I didn't even have no symptoms or anything. You know what I mean? Like the first day, I remember like feeling kind of like my body hurts. Yeah. And kind of had like a headache, but after that, I was good. And I've been good since,
That's what most of the people said. They didn't have it here. That's why they didn't know so many people had it here.
Yeah. Yeah. So what about, how are they doing visits and shit, over there? They're, still over the phone?
Well, so they're holding court on WebEx. And so they're just taking out everybody in the ward and doing court on WebEx.
I mean, but what about the visits? Something? Can you still get? Are you allowed visits yet?
Well, no, I'm not allowed them yet, but the other wards are doing them.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to see nobody else but you.
Yeah, they won't let this here. They won't let this ward have it.
Huh?
Probably can't have them. You know how they do.
Yeah. So it's been take me a week already that I've been on this quarantine. So next week I should be able to come off of it and get back to work and stuff. But I wish I could set up a visit so I could see you.
I doubt I'll be. Well, you can check online, but
set up a visit so I could see you. Is this love? Na na na. I don't know. Or is there something going on? I highly doubt you were just like hello, hello, hello through the toilet pipes one day. Somebody hello answered, okay? And then you guys just start chit-chatting and he gets out and he is so attracted to you despite your charges, despite your vampire and blood-sucking abilities, that he wants to come and visit. He wants to go back to prison. He wants to go, not prison, jail. He wants to go back to jail and visit you. It's either love, or there's something other to this relationship.
I $49 to be on there. You can try. We've been trying now for a long time.
Do you have a pen and stuff you could write me over here?
Yeah, I didn't know if you were allowed to get stuff there or not.
Yeah, I could. Yeah, no, I could. I can get mail. They bring mail to our door. They give us like room service right now. It's crazy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Cool. Oh, I just forgot to tell you. Michelle said to tell you hello and that she hopes you guys are still friends and she'll see you out there in about. She's gonna get her case is getting dropped.
Who, Michelle?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Fuck that. I don't give a fuck. Tell her I said fuck off.
Oh, I died.
No.
Hey, so Michelle wants me to pass on her well wishes. She says, hey, miss you. Her entire case is getting dropped. So she wants me to say, hey, fuck Michelle. I don't give a fuck. Damn. New phone, who dis? You just flushed on Michelle. See, what? I don't get that. But you didn't hang up on Tisha? Seriously? Fuck Michelle. That's ridiculous. Oh my gosh. Shit, man. That escalated so quickly.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. Tell her I said fuck off.
Oh, I died.
No, I said hi.
Alright, that's nice.
Yeah.
Remember, you had this nice down.
You're right. See, I'm changed.
Remember, I don't know about this other one.
Oh God, I miss you so much. I really do. I'm so glad that you did. I told you I was gonna fucking be a man of my word and stuff. But if you
be a man of my word and stuff, what did he do for you? You miss him so. He misses you so much. But I told you I was going to be a man of my word. So what did he do when he got released that made you, like, what did he do? The fuck did Michelle do, Rissy? I don't know. Poor Michelle. Hi, Kelly P. And poor Michelle catching strays. I feel so bad for Michelle, man. Nah, Michelle's probably, let's be real, Michelle's probably a bitch, but there's something he did for Letecia. I don't think so, Moose. Just talking through the drain pipes, knock 3 times. They're doing toilet talk. They're doing toilet talk. And apparently through the toilets, arrangements were made with Alex Rodriguez. And then he was a man of his word. So what did he do? I want to know, what did she have this man do when he got released? And why does he miss her so much?
Oh God, I miss you so much. I really do. I'm so glad that you did. I told you I was gonna fucking be a man of my word and stuff. But if you need anything else, I'm telling you too. I'll go fucking. I'll give you some money and stuff too, okay?
All right.
Like once I'm gonna put money on this phone. That way too you can call me and then I already have money on here, you know.
Who is this? Hi, Fur Coat Mama. Who is this? Who is this? He's willing, like, I don't know. He sounds like a normal person, but sending her money, I don't know. That toilet talk gets you wetter than pillow talk. Stop it, Amber. Oh my God. I feel the same exact way. No, malicious. I don't like her having, those butterflies of when you're speaking to somebody new and it gets you excited and, you have something to look forward to. She doesn't deserve to have that because Gannon doesn't ever get to experience his first love, his first butterflies, but her old flush crush. You guys are clever. getting her tape measurement for that window, to the window, to the wall. Oh, it's so ridiculous.
I should download a Text Now app though, huh?
Probably.
Yeah, I think I'll do that. I'll and then
Why? Why do you need to download a text? What are you having him do for you? Yes, Virgo Mama. But what are you having him do for you? That now he needs to go down the road you went down with the text-free apps. Who are you having him communicate to you? Who are you having him communicate to? What is he keeping his word on?
and next time you call me, I'll give you the number. Then you could just call me right back on it. You know?
Yeah, because that way it's probably, I think they charge like $1.
Oh, maybe he's just talking about the price, because in the beginning she said it was more expensive. She got an additional charge because it was a local number, I guess. But maybe it's for that. But there's definitely more to this.
Thank you for using Global Tellink.
Bye, buddy. Oh, Sunshine Mafia, she 100% has Letecia texting these people, which I don't understand. I really don't. So let's go through some more of these screenshots. Yeah, Harley. Why is he contacting Harley? Exactly. What do you need from this man? Jose. February 24th, 2020. This is the same year of the calls we're listening to, okay? I have to again, love global telling. I have to go again on the record and say that my firm is not involved in the Gannon Stauch case in any way, shape, or form. Please do not contact my firm with further inquiries, as I do not comment on pending cases of this nature. Hashtag Gannon Stauch. Yeah, again. If you were around back then, you remember, like, this, it was just so crazy because it was every day you'd wake up and there were more posts, and now she's pregnant. Now, like, we have again candle video, and it was crazy watching it unfold in real time. Then we have, she's saying she has Baez law firm representing her, but then the next day Baez came out and said this. It was crazy. That's what I'm saying, Katie. You have to be bad if even Jose Baez is like, nah, fuck that. So this is one of the many times that Letecia is caught using her daughter Harley's account and posting from it. So from Harley's account, it says, Albert and Tisha, not mom, but Albert and Tisha have been married together 6 years. I'm sorry, hold on. Albert and Tisha have been together 6 years and married 5. Tisha, because, Harley calls her mom Tisha. Tisha helped cover for Landon all the time to get to see her kids when she lost everything. Even letting Landon stay at our house, picking her up, letting her borrow money, etc. Albert eventually told Tisha to not enable her and to not talk to her unless it involves exchanging the kids at breaks. So as we're going through these calls, and I think the next call is with Harley, I want you guys to really see how much Letecia involved her child. She would log on to Harley's Facebook account and she would go to these groups and she would post. There's some pretty very like bad ones that are going to come up, like where she literally slips and posts as herself from Harley's account. It's really bad. But she was willing to drag her child this much into it. And that's what's sad. Al and Harley's relationship didn't need to be destroyed. Letecia made sure to destroy it. So in this, Harley is making this to make it seem like Tisha has always tried to help Landon. Tisha would let Landon stay at the house. Tisha would give Landon money. And it was Al who told Tisha, you got to stop. Do not have any contact with Landon unless it's specifically about the kids. You guys, we have seen how much from Letecia. Do you really think Tisha was helping Landon and it took Al saying, yo, don't have a relationship with her. Don't give her any money. Don't do any of that. She would. The defense opened the door for that possibility during trial. And that is sick. So this is Letecia's mom replying back. Someone said, all right, I believe you, Deborah. Now answer me this. Who all saw Gannon on Monday between 11 a.m. and 4 p.m.? Between the time we see Gannon leaving the house with Tisha in the pickup truck and then not seeing Gannon return back home. So Letecia's mom, Deborah, wrote, see if someone picked them up leaving out around 10:30 and coming back around 2:30. I don't know how to do that. She manipulated everyone in her family. Everyone. Hell yeah. She manipulated everybody in her family and they really wanted to believe her. They had her back. This is I think her sister, Letecia, I believe. It says, it's taking a toll on all of us. I just want Gannon home, and I just want all the people in Colorado to shut the fuck up about my blood sister. Yeah, it's really starting to get the best of me. Real talk. Yeah, so that's Letecia's sister. This is messages with Letecia. But this is a little out of context. So it says, Letecia says, my husband said Tuesday, Lena has to be back in school. Aw, every time I see them searching, I feel like they're on a fool's errand. And then I read that law enforcement said that there are several POIs. But according to them, POI just means they may have information. What's POI? Letecia says. Person of interest? They said yes. And then this person, February 20th, now everyone is losing it over screenshots of you saying you hired Jose Baez. LOL. This is Letecia jumping. Yeah, I know, right? Anyone say, like, listen, like, honestly, I'm going to tell you the full truth, like, or real talk. They're lying. They're lying. This is Tisha letting people to believe as they were out searching for Gannon that Gannon was seen places, confirmed sightings that he was not. So she says, update. He was seen on several different camera footages that was sent to me, and there was black sports car very close on one. No, he was not. They did not. At one point, the neighborhood found one Ring doorbell footage that showed a boy Gannon's age walking by, but it wasn't Gannon. It wasn't even the right clothes, nothing. Good night, poor Linda. And of course, there were people calling in potential spottings because everyone was looking for him, but Letecia would repeat it and relay it as if it was verified, confirmed sightings. Okay. This is a beautiful but heartbreaking post from before Gannon's murder. Like a little under 4 years before Gannon's murder. From Landon. Ready, guys? Ready for your heart to melt? So I asked my little man this morning about Jesus and what he knows. And he tells me the story about how Jesus died. And because of that, we can live. I asked him, but how does he believe? And he says, you just do. So I proceed to ask, but why do you just know? He then says, I believe in him, Mommy, because he believes in me. And you're with, little man is with him now. But that's heartbreaking. That's heartbreaking. I was from August 2016. Gannon was around like 8-ish, Oh. Oh, you're welcome, Melissa. It helps. Like I said, all of these posts aren't anywhere that's, like really organized, but I think what she was doing in the Facebook groups was really so telling. It really, really was. And there's a lot of interesting nuggets in there. This is the text between Landon and Letecia. So Landon asks, leaving here with my brother at 3:30 from Myrtle. Can we stay there? She's going to Colorado now. Gannon's missing. She's coming in. She's asking, can we stay at the house? Letecia says, just ask Albert so he isn't upset with me about making decisions without asking, but someone can get you from the airport. Harley or I can. Sorry, it typed can't. I'm heading out with the neighbor searchers. You guys, Letecia never went out searching. Harley did. Lena did. Letecia never went out searching. Landon says, find my baby, please. Find my baby. And then on the 28th, can you send me the pics of him at the store or anything you have? Because Letecia, like I just said, was in the Facebook groups posting that there was confirmed sightings when there wasn't. So this is in reference to there was, I don't know if it was like a call in to report that there was a boy who looked to be about Gannon's age, like with others, like that was seen at this store. It turns out not to be him, but Letecia, desperate to have a confirmed sighting of him for proof of life, would go and post it in the Facebook groups and say, it's confirmed he was just seen at the store, da-da-da-da-da. So in Landon's mind, that's my baby. He was just seen here. Can you send me the pictures? Like, what's going on? Heartbreaking. What she did to these parents. She brought them on a wild goose chase. Yep. She was telling Al and Landon, he's alive. He's alive. How dare you think he's dead? She tormented them. A lot of people forget about this original narrative. This is from Tuesday, the following day after Gannon's murder. A lot of people do not remember that Letecia's original narrative was Gannon stayed home on Monday because of his stomach, but she took him to the doctor. That narrative quickly changed the next day. But originally, Letecia was saying she took him to the doctor. Okay? So this person says, have y'all found Gannon? Tuesday, January 28th at 6:11 a.m. Letecia says no. The person says, wow, did he not go to school with Lena? What I want you guys to look at is this time. Do you know what was happening at this time? Tuesday morning at around 6 a.m. I'm not sure what time zone this was taken, but do you know what was happening around this time this morning while she's messaging these strangers? She was awake. Because she was moving Gannon from the storage room to the car and ditching his body for the first time before Al came home. I think there's something so eerie about looking at like messages or like just to look at this and to know what was happening at that time. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, it gives me chills. Like, as you were messaging what you were doing. Yes, Mindy Carr. So during trial, with Harley on the stand, they questioned Harley because Harley also, her room was in the basement along with Gannon's. They questioned Harley pretty extensively on, did she hear her mother come downstairs? In the early morning hours, there's the ATV video of Letecia loading something in the back of the Tiguan and pulling out. It's in the case files. We've gone over it. Because at that point, they believe Letecia, in the early morning hours, went down to the storage room, retrieved Gannon's body, went up to the garage. You see the garage door open. You see Letecia load something in the back. And she takes off. Okay? So have y'all found Gannon? No. Wow, did he not go to school with Lena? Meaning yesterday, Monday. Letecia said, this happened after 3:30. We talked to him then and told him to be home by 6. This is another thing Letecia would do. She would say we, to make it less suspicious that it was only her. So we talked to him, me and Al, we told him this. We told him to be home. We last saw him. No, it was her. Al was not even in the state. Someone posted he wasn't at school either. He had to go to the doctor for his stomach. That was one of the first narratives, okay? That she brought him to the doctor. Where did he say he was at? Letecia. But he was here in the afternoon. So Gannon went to the doctor, but he was back here in the afternoon. Honestly, I don't keep up with friends. Albert lets them walk around the neighborhood. So again, there's pushing off accountability, right? Well, Albert just lets him walk around the neighborhood. I wish I was there to help. I'm so sorry. I never did that with Harley, so I don't have any of their numbers. Albert had them. Do you see what she's doing? As she's doing what she's doing to this baby boy's body. She's sitting here and she's saying, I don't know who he went to go play with. Albert just lets them walk around the neighborhood. I never did that type of shit with Harley. Albert has it. As she's doing what she's doing to that baby boy's body, she is sending these messages, pushing accountability off on the father. When I say I don't think you could get more evil, I'm fucking serious. Like, I don't think you could get more evil than what she did. So this was we see the body cam footage of the cops originally coming when Gannon is reported a runaway, and they do the walkthrough of the house, and then we even see the chest camera of the officer searching through the storage room where Gannon's body literally is at that time. But this is after that. Letecia makes the post. Hey, Nick, too bad for you. Update. Cops came, 6 of them, searched the house because they said sometimes the kids are good at hiding. Got all the information, and I'm sorting through all yours right now. My chest hurts so bad. I haven't eaten since 9 a.m. I feel like I'm having a panic attack. Thanks for all of you guys and all you're doing, and keep us in your prayers. So not only right off the gate, okay, it's about her. My chest hurts so bad. I haven't eaten since 9 a.m. I feel like I'm having a panic attack. Yeah, and I'm pregnant. Like, oh. Lil Red, I don't even know if he was in the closet. I think he was buried under the boxes. Hi, Alina. I think he was buried under the boxes. But it's haunting watching that body cam footage, because that officer, he's inches at some point away from Gannon's body. At any moment, one move of a box, he would have found him. I can imagine that officer needing help. They did. That's what's sad, Blue. The cops were very thorough. Okay? But they were looking for a missing child. They were not looking for a body. They were not looking for a body, guys. Because I saw some people were like, why didn't they go through the boxes? They weren't. They were looking for a missing boy. a live runaway boy who might be hiding. They looked in spots where a kid could hide. Not realizing a crime had been committed. Oh my God. A crime had been committed. Not realizing it was a crime scene. Not realizing they're looking for evidence. They're just looking for Gannon potentially hiding. But he was so close. I swear, when I watched that body cam footage, I could feel the energy. And like, we know she cleaned up pretty damn good for that short time period. She cleaned up pretty damn good, okay? Now, there was still blood spatter and everything everywhere. But what I'm saying, for like no cops to even notice anything amiss initially, but all it would have taken is because there was blood spatter on the doorknob and stuff. All it would have taken was a cop just to notice one little thing like that. Kelly P. But I'm sure that officers needed help probably after. Because that's a lot. That's heavy. That's heavy. And it's haunting watching that footage. Same with the bridge inspector. The bridge inspector, yeah, his testimony was really hard. And the odds that they don't do that inspection every few years, but they happened to be doing that inspection at that point. But how weird is it, guys, when we look up her Google searches, she fucking searched specifically about the bridge inspections before it happened. Before it happened. Yeah, divine intervention if I've ever seen it, because if they didn't do the inspection, they every few years they do it, he may still not have been found. Oh my God, Little Red, I hate her. Yep, I freaking hate her. Grace of God, Laura, yep. Oh, Escape, yeah, you gotta watch it. So this is people replying to EPC Sheriff and B. Thompson News, okay? Is this true? Stepmom is claiming y'all paid the neighbor $5,000 to only release half of the video. The video she is referring to, or they are referring to, is Letecia backing the Tiguan up into the driveway and it only appearing like she got out, that Gannon didn't get back out, around 2:30 on Monday. And we heard Letecia say this on all of the pretext calls, everything. She was screaming that they were paid only for half the footage. And it shows Letecia saying, "You are an idiot. They have footage of the other side of the vehicle. Believe what you want because of a neighbor who was paid to release one half." So you see, at EPC Sheriff, at B. Thompson News, Brandon Thompson, no, we did not pay anyone for video in this story. I don't know why she did what she did. I just don't get it. Alina, my goodness, thank you so much. Alina just gifted 20 freaking memberships. Congratulations to all of our new members. Please make sure you thank Alina in the chat if you are a recipient. Wow, that is very, very kind. Thank you so much. Congratulations, everybody. There's my black heart. Thank you. My goodness. Yay, Kelly P. That was so sweet. Thank you so much. In the video of Landon at a police and interview room praying with Aunt Veronica to please find Jeep. I know. Oh, I know. We're so blessed, Ladies Lamons. We have such an amazing community here. She's a monster. Hale, Nev, and I don't know if I've ever seen you in my chat before, so I'm so sorry if I'm going to get your name wrong, but it's Hale, Nev, and Edie's mom. Hale, Nev, and Edie's mom. I'm so sorry. I'm going to call you Hale, though, okay? Welcome, too, by the way. Lauren says, as a therapist, watching that body cam, I cringe. A skilled professional would have had her stumbling over those lies. She shouldn't have been allowed anywhere near where they were searching. Well, at that point, they weren't searching for a body. You know what I mean? They weren't searching for a body. So I totally understand hindsight. We sit here and we're like, why was she allowed near? Why was she? But at that point, it was a stepmom calling in saying, hey, my 12-year-old son ran away. Maybe he's hiding here. Let's do a walkthrough. You know what I mean? So I really don't put it on them because I think their search was thorough. I remember. Yeah. And I get it. It's frustrating as hell. Well, I'm glad you're back, Hale. We're happy to have you here. And I hope everything went amazing with treatment. There is a special place in hell for Letecia. 100%. So, somebody asked Letecia, when did he text his friend Jimmy? Was that true? Did they find a text? Oh, I'm sorry. This isn't to Letecia. This is somebody close to Letecia. I don't remember. But it says, no. He texted his dad to go play with Jimmy, but stepmom was home when he texted his dad. He was not at school Monday. He did not go to Jimmy's house. Dad didn't even know who Jimmy was. He is his friend from school, but Jimmy never heard from him. I don't know, girl. Redacted is my friend and contact. She thinks the stepmom is involved and met her. She says it doesn't make sense and she is acting strange. Says she gets hysterical at times and no one can talk to her. She thinks she is hiding something. Detectives had leads last night, so I'm assuming they are looking into the family. Yesterday afternoon, they were trying to find out if anyone at all has seen him since Friday, and no one has seen him physically, just via text. They were looking for persons of interest. Not good. Crime unit is involved and are telling the community to back off so to not jeopardize the case. Yeah, they figured out pretty quickly. Stepmom's involved. This is internal. Freaking feces water. Doo-doo water. Hiding everything but the mustache. Katie. Touche. Okay. Letecia. Oh my God. Sorry, just even seeing her profile picture, I remember seeing all of this as it happened. So she said, I wanted to give everyone an update. I'm sorry if I haven't been able to write you back. We don't have any new updates today. We do know that he was at a store last night in Colorado, but the camera did not pick up the car. Pause. Do you guys remember I showed you Landon and Letecia's text? And as Landon is trying to get to Colorado as fast as she can, you see her saying, hey, can you send me the screenshots of the store? Like there's a confirmed sighting. This is what I mean. She would come, oh, Jesus Christ. She would come on Facebook and make these posts. And Landon's like, what the fuck? There's a confirmed sighting. Like, send it to me. They were not confirmed sightings. Obviously, the community was coming together and anywhere that they saw an around the age boy of Gannon, they were calling it in. They're not confirmed sightings, but Letecia was desperately trying to show proof of life after he was in her care, and so she would use them as confirmed sightings. Albert left his training and just landed. From point A to point B was not possible by foot, according to the time of camera A and camera B. Therefore, he had to be in a car. We don't know with who or why, because he wasn't old enough to have friends with a car that anyone was aware of. The National Guard has activated public affairs officers and are working with the county police. They will upgrade it to a missing child today. So, it's a confirmed sighting at that store. But from point A to point B, where the last confirmed sighting of him, which never was confirmed, it is impossible for Gannon to travel by foot that quickly. So there has to be a car involved. Jesus. Therapists have worked. I would love to have you. If you're a therapist, I would love to have you up one day. Therapists have worked with psychopaths on down for 20 years. We know their word salad for a mile. They have no low. They'll blame another child for a murder if they think they'll get away with it. Do you think Letecia is a psychopath? Laren Mitchell. I'd be really interested because, and I'm not, I took a semester of freaking psychology in college, but I do not have a degree in it. And I am not in this profession. So my opinion doesn't mean jack shit. Okay. But from my opinion, and I've said it before, but like, I think Letecia, it's more personality. And I don't know, I just think with Tisha, it's not as black and white as she's struggling with, a mental illness. She, that it's causing her to have these episodes. I think she fucking fully is aware of what she's doing and making the choice to do what she's doing. I don't think it's out of her control. I think it's a choice. Now, is that so? Psychopathy? I mean, yeah, and she's not smart about it. I think it's more personality disorder. Like, I think I think she reflects a lot of women in today's society. Okay. Psychopaths make choices. All right. I don't, maybe both can be true, I do not think she's insane. Right. And yeah, that absolutely, Elena, not all. And that's what makes me mad with even the dissociative identity disorder, bipolar, psychopathy, that is not synonymous with being dangerous necessarily. And I've seen, like in the Quentin Simon case, it really upset me because we were going through Leilani's siblings, and one of them was allegedly reported to be on the spectrum, and people jumped to, because he's on the spectrum, You know, maybe there was a chance he abused Quentin. He was the one. And it made me so mad because it's that type of stigma that you guys are attaching to these things, disorders or mental illnesses, as if it makes somebody more dangerous. Being autistic, usually you're much more smarter than everybody else. But that it just, we have to wipe those stigmas, man. It's not now psychopathy. We could argue that differently, but dissociative identity disorder. I know the movie Sybil and Split and stuff, so there's that stigma that goes attached to it. But being on the spectrum with autism and things like that, no, stop that. I just think it's unfair. Bipolar disorder does not mean you are more likely to harm somebody. Histrionic, narcissistic, borderline. Now that is the closest. And again, I can't diagnose, my opinion means shit. I'm just saying, for me personally, though, that's the closest alignment that I have to my opinion. Lauren says it's extremely difficult to diagnose psychopathy. But you know what? If you're a therapist, let me ask you. Now I want to pick your brain. The part that I don't understand. How does she, like, her lies will be exposed, okay? She will be caught lying, yet she will never, ever, ever just own up to the lie. Instead, she will add on 80 different lies on top of it. I want to know how her brain works to where everybody can see she's lying, but she convinces herself that she isn't exposed. I don't know. It's the weirdest thing. Like, why? How doesn't she acknowledge the situation? Like, there's no situational awareness. There's no self-awareness. She keeps lying even when it's beyond obvious that she is caught. What is that? What is going on there? Are you, Hal? I'm telling you, people on the spectrum, they're usually much more smarter than us. That's why it's like, you gotta get that stigma not attached, man. Some of the most brilliant minds in history were people who are on the spectrum. Yeah, she'll go down with the ship. But not only will she go down with the ship, in her mind, she perceives herself to have the best motherfucking pirate ship out there. She thinks she's fucking Jack. What's his name over here? She's like, I'm sailing the sea. She, like, you're going down Titanic style. And she thinks she is cruising. She's like, what? Like, what? What is happening? Yep, exactly, Elena. I love that you remembered my analogy. Yep. That's why I say she's psychopath. Yeah, you know what? Maybe we should do a little live one day specifically on psychopathy and Jack Sparrow. Thank you, Lil Red. And what are the traits? That's what I'm saying. She thought her DID looked real. She lived an alternative reality. Okay, Kathy, please do. It's just the most bizarre thing to me, because I just see so many traits of Tisha today in women mostly. And it's like, it scares me that did society I know it sounds extreme. I'm not saying Tisha didn't already have the personality to do something like this. Clearly, there was something in her that made her capable. But I think, like, she is a product of the society we are currently living in. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's how I feel. And it scares me, because if she can turn to this. Not saying she wasn't always born with something in her, but I guess it is that nature versus nurture argument, okay? That nature versus nurture argument. How much of this is the society we're living in and the role social media plays in and technology, and will that push somebody who may not normally do something like this but then do something like this? Yeah, Mindy. She tried to, Lil Red. Yeah. Okay. So this is Michelle Hyatt, okay? And she said, excuse me, she was Landon's best friend. There you go. Know some facts. Everything out of stepmom's mouth is a lie. Landon is my sister-in-law and would do anything for those kids. If you only knew the story. And ready? From Landon, because everyone always argues me that Tisha and Al didn't have an affair. And I got that from all the way back here. All the way back here. This is Landon's sister-in-law. Letecia had an affair with her husband, Albert. Landon still loved Tisha after doing her dirty. So that is where I get Tisha and Albert had an affair back when Landon was still married to him. That is Landon's sister-in-law who said this. Yep, exactly, Elena. Hey, Truth Exposed. This is Amy's post. This is people bugging out. This isn't the latest update. They found blood in your damn sister's home. She's a murderer. Stop trying to cover up and start telling the truth so this baby can finally rest in peace. So her family were advocating for her. They were on her side. Here we go again. Tisha leaking her own information. Oh, thank you, Mike Z. Do the police have the dogs out? I know it is raining and wet, but worth a shot. Here's Tisha. Took this yesterday. Again, all of the photos we have, the hiking photos, the videos, the candle burns on the carpet, the video of Gannon crying, the next morning, proof of life photos of Gannon in his bed sleeping, all came from Tisha. All came from Letecia posting it on her own on Facebook. She buried herself. I don't know, Harlot. Maybe the other one was cropped, but this is the one she posted in the group initially. Took this yesterday. That was at the hike. Somebody writes, if your home was a safe haven for him in comparison to the horrible place he was rescued from, then why did he leave? Because this is Letecia trashing Landon and said he didn't want to go back to Landon's. Landon was a horrible place. It was horrific. He was safe with us. Why weren't you combing the fields that Monday with the rest of the volunteers? Again, Letecia never actively went and searched. She said she searched. She did not search. She stayed home. Letecia says, thank you. And I have been in a different capacity looking through lineups. Get the facts. So according to Tisha, she hasn't been searching because she's been searching in a different capacity. She's been looking through lineups. I'm sorry. Now that we have all the information, do you recall there ever being a lineup where Letecia was coming in trying to identify the suspect? That's a good question, Megzy. I think Aunt Brenda knows but chooses to ignore it. Letecia, update. El Paso County is going to make a public announcement. My husband's unit, the public affairs, will be working with them as well. We do not have anything other than he was in the store in the fountain and there was no camera view of the car. We are 99% sure he was on Academy last night, according to some pictures. He did not go to school today, nor have we heard from him. Thank you, everyone. So here she is again, confirming sightings of Gannon on Academy Lane, and we've seen text messages. She was texting the family. He was just seen on Academy Lane last night. Confirmed. And then at the store. These were not confirmed sightings. Hi, Lolly J. I know, Lolly J. That's so horrible. She is still sending her money, Megzy. Aunt Brenna's the only one who still has active communication with her, and she fully supports her financially. Are you ready to see Letecia slip up and accidentally expose herself as posting under Harley's account again? Ready? Ready for this? Hi, Tisha. I miss you, girl. Been a minute since the faith days. Well, Letecia forgot to log out of Harley's account and log in with her own. So here she is under Harley's. Yes! Miss you guys too. Hope you are doing well. The kiddos are doing great. I see yours have grown into such a beautiful young lady. She was so whittled the last time I saw her. My, how time has flown. Are you even in the area anymore? I keep seeing you all over the place. LOL. Harley. I am there sometimes, but my husband is stationed in Colorado. But I do travel a lot. Glad everyone is doing well.
What the?
Tisha. Tisha. Whoops. Tisha. Does Harley have a husband at 17 at this point? Like, that's stationed in Colorado? Harley, like, Letecia, you're confusing me. Damn. God, this is what I'm saying. Not only was she such a pathological liar, she was bad at it. She was bad at it, man. Shit. But listening to these calls, you guys, this is only months later that the calls, the time frame of the calls we're listening to, it's only months later after these posts. She very, very, very much dragged Harley into her stuff. She dragged Harley in and made everybody side-eye her, and it's sad. It really is. Destroyed any relationship Harley and Al could have possibly had. Tisha. So this is sad. This is Landon, who had to come out and make posts because Letecia was all over the Facebook group slandering her, telling everybody that she had involvement, that she lost the kids, and I hate even I don't even like repeating the shit Tisha said about Landon because it's heartbreaking. But Landon had to come out and literally defend herself while her child is missing because of what Tisha was saying about her. Tisha was telling everybody Landon was involved. So Landon said, I never lost my kids. However, being in the hospital for 7 months, my kids could not stay there. So yes, they moved in with them for 1.5 years, and the rest of their lives, they were with me. I do not have a rap sheet. We were staying with my mother after the hospital with Nova. Nova is Gannon's youngest sister. Jealous of how the kids were when they were with us. Not an addict. She fought for my kids for 5 years, and she could not handle it because now my son is gone. This I don't know, Elena. She's got money. I mean, unless she's blowing through all of her savings, because the last call we heard, Aunt Brenna said, Tisha, I can't keep affording this much money every freaking month. And so she was probably blowing through the savings that she had. Yeah, she gets confused. So this is the email exchange between Letecia and Al that Letecia leaked again. Aligns with the same time of the pretext calls. I remember because remember when we last went over this, we had to decipher what the date was. It was around Valentine's Day. So February 10th, Al to Letecia. And she dropped these to prove how good they were doing. No, Al's on my side because everybody was questioning, why haven't you guys been together? Why aren't you guys making public statements? What's going on? This was the same time of those pretext calls. If you guys remember, February 14th pretext call, we even hear Al saying, happy Valentine's Day, baby. I wish I could be with you too. He had to put on the performance still at this time to get information from her. So Al says, I can see from your emails that we are on the same page. We all just want Gannon home. That's my main focus. But this is so hard without having you to talk to and snuggle with at night after these long days. I am working on the media Q&A. Don't know if it will happen yet. I hate the media. That was Al to Letecia. Valentine's Day. Al to Letecia. Tisha, I wanted to give you whatever I can to solve this dilemma. You know I always have given you everything you wanted that I was able to. Uncle Jeff is leaving for his flight 11ish. So can we talk then? Please? This was a day of a pretext call. So he was already working with the FBI to record her for these calls. Tisha, you don't understand. On top of Gannon being missing and having no information, I cannot even see or find my family either. Every move I make, I feel like someone is looking over my shoulder, and you know I hate that. I just want to be home with my family. I asked the media lady to think about letting me do a Q&A so I can say some words that only me and you would know or understand. Please be listening for that so you'll know my heart. So he was trying. He was trying. And this person is saying, so hashtag T Stauch claims she's pregnant and that Al hates the media? Why? They've been nothing but amazing and helpful to him. I bet she forged these before she uploaded them to Facebook. I can't believe Al would say any of this. So again, Letecia posts her and Al's email communication to make people get off her back of, well, why isn't Al speaking out? Why aren't you guys on each other's side? You know, like, you clearly are guilty. There's something going on. So Letecia drops Al's emails to her to prove, see, Al hates the media too. See, we are working together. See, you know, like, we know that somebody else out there has Gannon. He is on my side. And sorry, I'm going to go through a few more, but sorry, like, because I'm still sick and I can feel my throat like starting to give out. So I'm going to go through a few more. Oh, damn it. I did this last time too. It could have been easier to read if I just did that. All right, this is a hard one. This is a hard one, but be respectful, okay? Because my focus, I do not want to focus too much on Al. Remember when Lena... Yeah, I've been sick for days, Loretto. Lena reported abuse to Landon. We know that Gannon reported his abuse twice to the school. And we know Lena told her mom once that Letecia stuffed her face into the carpet. And you guys heard about Landon confronting Letecia about this, okay? Well, of course, like everything else, Letecia drops it. She drops these screenshots, okay? And this is when Al made Landon apologize to Letecia. It's really sad. And I know we get angry. I get angry too. So it's hard to go through these. So it's Landon, Tisha, and Al text message exchange. I want to address the issue of Lena's alleged comments. It's hard, man. First of all, Tisha is owed an apology for the heinous accusations made against her. If for 1 minute I thought my children were in harm's way in any way, shape, or form, I would immediately handle the situation. Both her track record with them and Gannon's confirmation of the same is proof of that. So I expect her to receive a full and true apology. That is the text we always hear about when Al made Landon apologize to Letecia for confronting her. I believe Al believed his kids were not in harm's way. I hate how many red flags there were. I hate how many reports there were of the abuse. So all we can do is try to bring awareness for the future. If your child tells you they are being abused, believe them. Do not doubt them, because you would rather believe them and it be wrong, then not believe them. And something like this could have been prevented. Good night, Just Emmy. Believe your children. Children over spouses any day. And not anybody, a lot of people don't agree with that. Even Al does not agree with that. He openly states, even after Gannon's death, God comes first, spouse comes second, children comes third. I don't agree with that. Listen, I will care for my spouse and love my spouse all the same, but at the end of the day, my child comes first. It's just the way I see it. This is an email regarding Landon. But as far as I remember, it's a tough email. And so I'm not going to read it because I don't like to focus on the allegations made against Landon and Letecia trashed her. She trashed her. She smeared her. And so I hate even having to focus on that type of stuff because I don't like to give it more light. Okay, after school 3. Okay, this is when Letecia said the last sighting she had of Gannon was after school 3:15 to 4-ish. Good night, Lace Lemons. Hi, Healing Nature. Okay, so was he home and then went back out after school? Just some clarification. Letecia says he was home and every day they have to ride laps or play outside after school and can stay out until 6. And see, that's why she's like, what time did he last check in? And she said after school 3:15 to 4-ish. This is her saying he was here after the bus came. So this is somebody asking, well, hey, that footage that you see allegedly Gannon, a sighting of Gannon, was he wearing the same outfit Gannon left in? Because remember, Letecia gave a wrong description of the outfit he last left in. I know, Meowsaurus B. Letecia says, definitely close. My only thing is he didn't have a jacket on in that video. But he could have left the jacket somewhere. So the description Letecia gave of what Gannon was wearing doesn't match up to the description of what he's wearing in the video of the alleged sighting. So she's like, it's close enough. He doesn't have a jacket, but he could have tossed that off somewhere. He did ask me yesterday about going to Stingray, but we went hiking. I'm going to let my husband look too. This is her description. Blue jacket. He had his bike at one point, but switched with his sister. So he should be on foot now, unless he got in the car with someone. Notebook back on, blue jeans, and tennis shoes. Jacket had a hood. Sometimes he wore it, and sometimes he didn't. 4'10", about 90 pounds. You guys, that is not what Gannon was wearing. Gannon had his pajama pants on. Ugh. That poor fucking baby, man. Psychopaths are so convincing and so hard to identify. Some people have no clue who they're married to. Yeah, I'll drop the ball on this one because Letecia was a walking red flag. I think See, I don't look at Letecia. To me, she's not convincing at all, honestly. But what I think happened is I think Al got desensitized to Letecia. And I think he got desensitized to her lies. And I'd like to say he didn't think Gannon was ever in danger or Lena. But then in the doctor's notes that we've gone through, that's been released in the case files, Al himself shares with the doctor Letecia's disdain for Gannon. But do I think he thought my children were in danger? No. Did I think he took advantage of having somebody there to take care of the kids while he went off and pursued his career, and it was easier and he probably just was pushing it out until he was done and could settle down? Yeah. But that's why you need to believe your kids. Trust your kids. You'd rather be wrong about it and believe them than disregard these reports and incidences and then have this happen. Update. He was seen on several different camera footages that was sent to me, and there was black sports car very close. He was not. People were submitting in the Lorson Ranch Facebook group, the community, anywhere they saw potential sightings, they would send in. And Letecia was repeating them like confirmed. This is the bath salt. These are like the original bath salt text screenshots. Letecia again posted it. She posted everything. Hi, Stars Align. Albert. He said something about a friend. Bath salts are dangerous. He asked me yesterday, were they the same as salts? I told Harley, and she was like, Mom, the bad ones. And I just told him no, bath bombs weren't the same. I'll ask him why he asked you. And the kids need to stay off Talk. This is such a dad comment. It may have auto-corrected, but he meant, hi, Amber Time. He meant to say TikTok, but he's like, and the damn kids need to stay off Talk. Letecia says, okay, is that bad? And he said, don't worry about it. He was just asking to see what they were. Come on. Okay. Albert says, he is talking about a friend that brother has a car and doing a sleepover. Same kid that asked about bath salts? Absolutely not. Letecia says, I haven't let him ever do a sleepover, and he will not sleep over. We don't even have bath salts. It is like the ones for the tub. Now remember, Elena, thank you. Oh my God. Thank you, Elena. Congratulations again to our members. It's really, really kind of you. Thank you so much. Congratulations. Please make sure you thank Elena in the chat if you received a membership. Welcome. Thank you. It's really kind. Now, if you remember it, hi, Rebecca. Good luck on your move. Yeah, moving is stressful. They say there's the three most stressful things in life: getting married, getting divorced, and moving. So I feel ya. Elena's so kind, K-Braze. Thank you so much, Elena. One of the narratives that Letecia would eventually put out is Gannon was having a sleepover. Hence, that's why the beds were moved. Do you remember? So it's just so weird that she couldn't just stick to one story. And I still ask myself, what if Tisha shut up? Yes, congrats. What if Tisha didn't talk? I do believe they would have eventually figured it out. But if she just shut up and went with the original narrative of Gannon left and didn't come back, I don't know. You guys let me know what you think in the chat. It was because of what she then said after about Eduardo and the alleged schmape and then being taken that they went back and deemed it a crime scene. But if she didn't say that, and if she didn't run her mouth, I know it wouldn't have worked. Let me be clear. I know she would have gotten caught. But how long do you think they would have put together everything they put together? Hi, Deborah. Hi, Lolly. Peyton, just make sure you're opted in. If you're opted in, you're bound to get one. We have such a generous community here. So I'll drop the link. I don't know if you have an iPhone or an Android, but if you have an iPhone, you could click here. If you have an Android, you could follow those directions. Or like when Elena just gifted a membership and stuff, a little gift box should pop up and you should be able to click on it where you could opt in. So as long as you're opted in, I'm sure you're bound to receive one. Okay, Peyton, then you could click that link and it'll bring you to, and you just gotta turn on the settings for being eligible for a gifted membership. See, they knew, okay, and ready, like they could have suspected, but how long do you think that it would have took the cops? Because, like, all right, imagine erasing the pretext calls. Imagine erasing these Facebook posts. Imagine erasing all of that, and Tisha was just quiet. How long? You know, like, and then I'll pose you this question. She could have been caught, which I think she would have been caught, but do you think they would have had a concrete case? Think of it like this. If she never went and gave that alleged story of being schmaped and gone to the hospital in that long interview, if she never did the pretext calls with Al, if she was never texting with the detectives, if none of this ever happened, come trial, think back to the trial, would it be a slam dunk the way it was? I don't know. I know, Deanna, it was horrible. Yay, Grandma Cece. Member for 1 month. I was lucky enough to get a free gift. Thank you, Elena. Yay. Thanks, Elena, and congratulations, Grandma Cece. Lolly. I'm doing my best. Like I said, my voice is starting to give up, but I'm doing my best. I'm not a monotone reader, though. I'm definitely not. So Al says, yes, research it. It's bad. It's kind of like meth. I think when they use them for drugs, it's deadly. So then here comes Tisha sending the photo. Bitch, I have those bath salts too. I have those bath salts. Those exact ones, which kind of makes me mad because I don't want your bath salts. Get your own. Like, I'm throwing my bath salts out, okay? That's Epsom salt, you know? And then Tisha's like, this? She's playing dumb. And Al's like, I think. And Leticia's like, he came in my room asking me about it last night. And I gave him a bath bomb. He took 2 baths. I just thought he was dirty from the pants. And Al's like, it's fine for baths. So, oh my God. Elena just gifted another 20 members. I don't even know what to say, Elena, when you do that, but thank you. Congratulations. Oh my goodness. I hope you got one. I hope you were opted in, but thank you and congratulations. All these new members for tomorrow. Tomorrow we have our members only Monday live, guys, by the way. And that is very, very kind of you. Thank you so much, Elena. That's just, thank you. We have so many people here. Green, it's so amazing. Congratulations, Dion. Yay, and Fran. It is, Kelly. It's very, very heartbreaking. Yay. She did. And don't forget, a lot of people forget about this part. Do you guys remember Letecia said, and I hate even talking about it because I don't like repeating a lie that's so ugly. But do you guys remember Letecia said originally the night of the candle incident, Gannon was running into the street making like self-harm comments? I feel icky. I like my voice starts to whisper because I don't even want to say it out loud. But like, do you remember she said that? She said that Gannon started acting crazy and he ran in the middle of the street as if he set the fire intentionally and started making self-harm comments. A lot of people forgetting. Yeah, I hate my life. Yep. As if he set the fire intentionally and then was going crazy. And that was the time, a lot of people forget that part. That was the time where she was going with a narrative that he was trying to take his own life, which is just, yeah, screaming, I hate my life. Yep. And do you remember she said that she had a firefighter friend come and check out the house? I haven't scheduled it yet, Megsy, so I'm not sure. But usually we'll be live around like 8 Eastern, 7:30, 8 Eastern. It hasn't been scheduled yet, though. I'm going to schedule it probably in the morning. She said, yes, she said she had a firefighter friend, like a fire captain or something, this random guy, come to the house and did a walkthrough and deemed it to be safe. That is a great point, CMD. CMD says we have to remember that anyone can look like a red flag, but red flags don't always act this way. Look at Lindsay Clancy and many others. You never know who will snap. That is a great point. Not about Letecia. Wait, unless I don't know about that. But I watched the Who the F Did I Marry? It's good. No, Mindy Carr. That was another lie. It was a lie. So this is somebody, again, this is where I lean into, I really do believe she was under some type of substance. And I don't just throw that accusation, allegedly, in my opinion. Just because the lack of sleep. She was able to go, and lack of sleep will cause you, it's sleep deprived psychosis, okay? It'll make you go crazy if you go that long without having REM sleep, consistent REM sleep. She was awake 24/7. There would only be little gaps here or there for less than an hour where she may sleep. You could only go so long like that naturally on your own. But if you are under some type of a medication, that speeds your system up. It allows somebody to go longer without sleep. Elena, I love you. Thank you so much. And your words mean a lot. Thank you. Yes, but that's what I'm trying to say, Meowsaurus B. She wasn't just up texting Al every freaking second, which we've seen. We've gone over the Al and Letecia. This was at least from the murder to her arrest. January to March. Non-stop. And this is somebody on the Facebook group who's saying she is literally on 24/7. And she reads my messages instantly, always, and replies ... till yesterday ... And all of the message exchanges that we have, even when, remember in the beginning of this live when I said, do you guys know what she's doing at this exact moment when she's messaging this stranger? She was moving Gannon's body. Remember that in the beginning of this live? I don't know if you guys paid attention to the timestamp, but not even a minute passed between when she's responding to the person. So she is actively moving this baby boy's body. Yet strangers on the internet, she's opening the messages and responding back immediately. This is how she was like all the time. Gannon was prescribed Vyvanse. Vyvanse is a medication used for ADHD. If you do not have that diagnosis, a medication like Vyvanse or Adderall or Ritalin will actually do the opposite that it will do to somebody who does, because it's a brain chemistry thing. There's a people with ADHD, their brain chemistry is balanced a certain way to where when they take that medication, it balances out and it helps them focus. But if you don't have that imbalance, it'll speed you up and it'll make you go, hype you up. Yeah. It's a speed. It's an amphetamine. There's methamphetamine, which is the illegal, and then there's amphetamine, okay? It's in the same family. Gannon, there in the case files, the teachers say there were many, they can absolutely tell when Gannon was on his medication and when Gannon was off of his medication. And there would be many times, it was often, Gannon would be in school without, and it was clear he did not take his medication that day. Well, 3 days, 4 days, maybe 4 days before the murder, I'd have to pull up the files to get the exact one. But 4 days before the murder, Gannon's Vyvanse was refilled, a full bottle of Vyvanse for the month. At the time of Gannon's murder, there was no Vyvanse in his system. The Vyvanse to this day has never been found. That full bottle of Vyvanse that was just filled days before his murder, nowhere to be found to this day. It was not in his system when he died. So that means he at least hadn't taken it for a few days at that point, and they never even found the bottle. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Elena. You're doing too much, girl. Thank you, though. Thank you. Congratulations, guys. Seriously. Please make sure you thank Elena and show your appreciation in the chat if you just got gifted a membership. She does too much, but thank you so much. Jesus. Thank you. And welcome to all of our members. We have the best green community here, man. The only way you could do that is I think, you guys, I really think sleep deprivation plays a huge role in this case. It'll make you go crazy. If you're not, good night, forgets and shiggles. If you're not sleeping, if you're not getting consistent REM sleep, you will start to go crazy. Legit. You will start to hear voices. They use sleep deprivation as a torture tactic. Most generous person ever, Grandma Cece. I know Debbie Doodles. I don't think I've hated anybody like I hate Letecia. Quantitative testing they would have found in her system. What do you mean? Can you explain that a little bit more? Oh, Megzy, because I met Elena today. What a special person. Oh, Megzy, thank you so much. Yes, Elena is above and beyond amazing, and we're very appreciative. Thank you. With you, she's renting those books out. She's never, yeah, I think so too. She's using it as some sort of trading thing. Everybody is Meowsaurus. That is what kind of like keeps me. It's unsettling that we still don't know the order of events for Gannon's injury. But what I can tell you, Al left on Saturday. Gannon allegedly cut his foot on Saturday. He starts getting injured from Saturday to when he was brutally murdered. He injured his foot Saturday, allegedly, by cutting it on, what was it, in the garage, and that's how it got on the plywood, and she bandaged it in the back of the Tiguan, remember? Sunday, it was the hike. Then it turned into the candle incident when they got back home. We cannot tell you if Gannon actually had burns, because by the time his body was found, he was severely decomposed, and you no longer can observe the outer layer of the skin. Monday, we see she takes a proof of life photo around 8:20 a.m. He does not look good. People speculated if he was even alive in that photo. He is pale. He seems knocked out. But we see him walk to the Tiguan around 10:30 in the morning, 10 a.m. in the morning, cradling his stomach. He looks injured, but we don't know what injuries happened at that point. Just that we heard Gannon with our own ears say he's worried about his burns and I'm bleeding. When she returns back from Petco, we do not observe Gannon getting out of that Tiguan. But what we do know is there was an overkill, stabbing, blunt force trauma, and shooting. What the order of those were, it's still unclear. Even at one point, we have Letecia Google searching, which I wish we had a damn timestamp for that Google search, because we hear Grusing say it in his interrogation of her. She searched artery bleed, can't control. Like what was the exact search? It was I forgot the exact wording of the search, but it was something along the lines of arterial bleed. How do you get it under control or something? Well, when was that? Because let me be clear, not to get graphic. Yeah, how to stop arterial bleed. Thank you. Let me be clear. Why would she Google that? That's why it's very, very necessary to know when did she Google that? Because, not to get graphic, but an arterial bleed is much different than just getting cut. An arterial bleed is an artery, and therefore it is blood pumping and it spurts and you lose a lot of blood at a very high pace. And so I would anticipate the artery would have been cut while she was stabbing. But if that was the case, why would she even Google that? Because her motive was to kill. So, yeah, blood was found on the Tiguan, yes. On the back hatch area. I don't know. That's a good question. Yeah, it's a significant amount at once. Congratulations, Lena. It's a significant amount at one time. I can't believe it. Makes me angry that we still never have because all the other Google searches are time stamped. We don't have that. I still struggle with the gunshot, guys. But to be fair, I'm not educated enough and familiar with guns. I'm in New York. We don't, at Long Island, people don't have guns like everywhere here. So I don't know if you could silence a gun with like a pillow or something. I don't know. But there is audio out there of allegedly what sounds like partial of the murder caught, and it's horrific. And I'm inclined to believe it's legit. But the point of why I'm mentioning that is you didn't hear anything in that either, as far as what appears to sound like a gunshot. Yeah, it was haunting. Yep, exactly, Grace B. That's exactly the same way we just watched her say, oh, the candle exploded. There was glass shattered on the floor, and we had to run out in the smoky basement barefoot, and that's what Gannon cut his foot on. She's always overcompensating and trying to account for it. Some people think, now there are some people who have a different theory, Cherokee Girl. And there are some people who think he was shot post-mortem, but the coroner would be able to determine that. The medical examiner would be able to determine that. The audio, you can hear it over the dogs barking. I've heard it clearly with the earbuds and slow it down. The gunshots, Little Red-O? She used the pillow to muffle shot. I think she shot him to just end it after the arterial bleed was shooting blood everywhere. Yeah, maybe. Southern Gal. I'll have to go back and listen for that. That's... Oh my God. Well, either way, the Vyvanse was never recovered. To this day, we don't know where the Vyvanse went. Oh my goodness. I have to go back to that, Little Red. And it's hard going to that mental place, but it sucks not knowing Gannon's truth. I'm pretty sure if you just type it in Mia on YouTube, it'll pull up. The cause of death being gunshot and blunt force trauma. She said it on the stand. And stabbing. Here's the question. Why? Really? Wait, Eastern Long Island, like out in Suffolk, Kathy? I'm pretty close to the city, so we don't have guns here. Oh, okay, Lolly J. Well, thank you so much for being here and hanging out with us. Part of me thinks that she tried to originally give him medication to knock him out and then started the fire, but it didn't work. Well, with me, Mia, I feel like I don't want to, I have to, but I have that type of brain where like I have to see it all. I don't want to see it all, but I have to see it all. Do you, Deborah? Oh, how funny. That's what that's part, like my original theory is she tried to do something maybe for attention. Even Landon said she thought that. And then something went too far. Maybe his injuries were too much and she knew he had to go get help, but he would tell what happened. But then you think back to all the Google searches and that haunting email she sent Al 2 days before and said, "You're going to regret this." Oh, it's so bad. And I'm not sure if this screenshot was taken when she was arrested, March 2nd, when she was arrested. But all of a sudden she went silent. It says, "I could tell you all this. For the first time, her Facebook Messenger is silent with no activity for over 14 hours. You're okay, Debbie Doodles? So this person said, "We had several chats before I was even in here, and Letecia opened up to me about what was going on. I joined this group and then began to really see what she was about and pay attention to the case." Someone says, "Did you get any truth out of her?" Because again, Letecia was talking to everybody. And she even asked Nicole Mobley to file a false police report saying she saw Gannon and a man with a suitcase walking down Lorson Ranch. Like, oh my God, man. But the person says she has family that are from where I am and relatives that I know. A very loose connection, but was enough for her to tell me things. And she told me she was going to be very rich. Her words were, and I quote, like Hollywood rich when this was all said and done. I 100% believe that. I 100% believe that. That is absolutely something Letecia would say. She told me that Albert knows better and wants nothing more than his family to be together. Of course she was saying that to everybody. Albert knows better. And he wants us all to be together. He knows the truth. He's on my side. Yeah, I'm wondering why Rob Kardashian. No, you didn't. Oh my God, Skyflash says, if they make a movie about her, I hope her character gets played by Rob Kardashian. Oh my, Elena. Oh my God. Jesus, Elena. Thank you. I can't keep saying thank you, but thank you. Oh my goodness. Congratulations again for everybody who just received a membership. Oh my God. Thank you. Welcome, welcome. Please make sure you thank the shit out of Elena. Elena's making everybody a member. But thank you. Thank you so much. Congratulations. You were so kind. Thank you. My goodness. Thank you. So many gifts, Lena. I told you. Oh my gosh. Thank you. But that was funny as hell about Rob Kardashian, okay? And she, like, I think she's ugly as a person because of everything I know. But back when she was younger and she took care of herself, she's not the ugliest person, you know? But I think the evil is eating her from the inside out, you know what I mean? And she's like, I must ask you a question, okay? I don't know why she doesn't just take care of that, but that's besides the point. You don't know where are you from? You don't know who the Kardashians, but the Rob one, like the boy. I know. We got to make Alina a command. She is the gifting queen. Jesus. Thank you. Playing that would be a kick in the teeth, yeah, right? So the person says the sad part is she very well may be Hollywood rich when this is over if they don't nail her on this. So they're saying Al is working. They talk every day to each other, several times a day. Geez, that's awful. Sounds like she aspires to be Casey Anthony. Her message from me is still not even seen, and she definitely doesn't go to bed at 8 p.m. and sleep in. She is usually on 24/7. No offense, Megsy, no offense, but I've never tried Vegemite, but I've seen Vegemite through my computer screen. It looks like tar. And so that's so sweet of you. And maybe Elena likes Vegemite. I don't know. But just a thank you may suffice. That Vegemite thing creeps me out, man. But I think it must be if you were raised on if you were raised on it, you know, like you acquire a taste for it. You know what I mean? But think of it this way. All the different countries and stuff, you get used to what you're raised being fed. So you acquire a taste for what you're given. That's why every country has their own thing. I don't like Vegemite either. Mexi, I don't eat Vegemite. I have Promite. I don't know what that is. No Vegemite, please. Nah, thanks. New phone, who dis? No thanks. I don't know what it's supposed to taste like. All I just know is that it looks like a jar of tar. A jar of tar is the best description for the Vegemite. But Elena's like, nah, you could just pay it forward, all right? Pay it forward, man. Oh my god. That's funny. But yeah, so Tisha was on 24/7, and then all of a sudden a halt. Everyone knew she was arrested just from her lack of responding to all of their messages. Yes and no. Yeah, I see what you're saying, Debbie. Did you know that Ricky Ricardo never says, Lucy, you've got some splaining to do? He never said that on I Love Lucy. That is a Mandela effect. She just did a lawsuit, Skyflash Media, where you're not here. She's suing. She filed a lawsuit last month. So I don't know if she ever got to train the dogs. Oh, I'm sorry, just Emmy. Okay, try to get some rest. Mwah! Thank you for being here. Oh, thank you, Jen. I'm glad that you found me, and we're happy to have you part of this and here with our community. So thank you for joining chat and welcome. Yeah, she hates Gansas. Okay, so this person messages Letecia. Tell the truth and give Gannon the respect he deserves. Why can't you let him rest in peace? Tisha, just like an idiot, and I don't know why she just don't respond. And she's like, I hope that you can find it in your heart to just have faith and believe in my innocence. I know it's hard, but throw the first stone, crucify me, tie me down, and beat me yourself if it comes out that I'm guilty. Deal. So I'm sure you are a good person and maybe even have kids. And I know you probably have anger. I understand, but give me a chance. And I swear to you, in the end, you will see I didn't hurt Gannon. Thank you. It's just silly mistakes like this where it's like, did you have no self-control not to answer back every single person that hit you up? Because you could see right here at the bottom, you can now call each other. That means that really was the first message they ever exchanged. Why did she feel a need to like answer these people? So this person is trashing Tisha, saying you're disgusting. You're trashing a mother, Landon, who's missing her child because of her past. Like you don't have your own lengthy track record, which we've been through. Everyone has their skeletons. If you want to come on here talking about all this stuff, let's get to the truth about why you left with Gannon and didn't return. Tisha says, mine doesn't involve giving up my kid. So not only, because I know we focus a lot on what she did to Al with those pretext calls, but not only did she murder this baby, okay? But while he's missing, she is online trashing Landon. And literally, because we'll get eventually to the posts where she's saying Landon had something to do with this. She is telling people his mother had involvement in this. Could you imagine for Landon? Oh my God. So this is what makes Tisha different than everyone else. I've seen the murderers. I've watched every interview and this and that. I've seen enough variety of killers for me to say, at least me, I've never seen one like this, though. Usually they do their evil things when nobody's watching. Okay? What makes Tisha different is when she's caught, she continues to do this shit. I've never seen someone like openly taunt and terrorize. Now, we've seen like with the Long Island serial killer, after he'd murder his victim and they'd be missing because they didn't find their bodies until recently. I'm sorry, not recently, but they found their bodies, but they didn't know who the killer was until recently. He would call the victims' parents and taunt them. But again, they didn't know who was calling. So I could still see clear differences between previous killers that I've looked at and then Tisha. Tisha does this openly as herself. It's crazy. Cape. Yep, a friggin' cape. So she's like, mine doesn't involve giving up my kid, doing drugs. They're like, no, yours has to do with assault charges and the cause of one disappearing. Tisha's like, robbing people. She's just trashing Landon. So this person said, you're the last to be seen with this poor child and you were supposed to protect him, but you want to trash his birth mother no matter what her past is. You are the one that failed him, not her. You failed at protecting him and not being there like you claimed. That's all you have done, but yet, where is he? Tisha, actually, your facts are wrong. Her past, LOL, whatever. It was her present. Give me a break. She knows where he is. This part, guys. I just want to cry thinking, like, about a mother in the situation Landon was in. Because Landon didn't know definitively what Tisha did yet. But could you imagine seeing and remember, Tisha was her best friend. She was her best friend. Like, there's a lot of history with her son's murderer. But all of a sudden, he goes from the runaway to this Eduardo Schmay story to now the pretext calls and lying, and Al is communicating to you what the story's evolving and what he's being told. But then she's online trashing her and saying she's involved in this. Landon was not involved. But she would be realizing, oh my God, my baby's gone. You know, like, you have to come to those terms of why she's doing what she's doing. And that is something is seriously wrong in this situation. And my child is most likely not alive. She said she's trying, Deborah. This is Tisha messages with someone. So basically, I have two choices. Admit to something I didn't do in an accident form to get lesser time, or still get charged and convicted of something I didn't do because I could never have a trial in Colorado. So that's it, right? And she's saying that because Tisha, if you guys were here at the beginning of the live, you saw Tisha was saying how, well, the whole jury pool is tainted now because everyone thinks I had involvement. Yeah. Yep. So this person who, if I remember correctly, this person has a job in law enforcement. They said, if you were innocent, then of course I would never admit to doing something that you didn't do. They have to have proof to charge you. But I think they're trying to build a case against you. Letecia says, proof that I drove to Petco, or half evidence that they only have one side of a truck? What evidence, though, since you have experience? So again, pause real quick. Letecia was adamant about Gannon returning home, because in real time, when that footage came out of Letecia backing the Tiguan up around 2:20 in the afternoon, and we didn't see Gannon get out, everyone thought Gannon did not return home with her. And she kicked and screamed, and I think it's because it was the one thing she was telling the truth about. But I want you guys to fast forward. When she was arrested in her interrogation with Grusing, the whole narrative changed, and she went against it, and she realized, oh shit, it actually works in my benefit to say he didn't come home with me. And that's when the whole angel threesome text messaging app thing came about. And she literally said to Grusing, if you think he returned home with me in that footage, then there's no point of talking. So notice how she goes from this to that, okay? The person says, I'm not sure what all they have right now. Everything in those groups is speculation, and some of it is crazy. So Tisha is going literally off the Facebook groups. That he was having a few days of silly accidents? They can't blame me of him starting a fire and having blood. And they said the candle. She's arguing with this guy who has, I don't know, experience in this about what evidence she thinks they have. They can't blame me. You can't blame me you were bleeding, that you started the fire. And a few days of silly accidents. A few days of silly accidents. How much blood did they find in the garage? And again, some of the messages seem out of context or out of order, because I told you she rage messages. No time is passing before her reply. So sometimes her reply is still from the message before. And she said, and the fire people investigated. There we go. Remember that mysterious friend who came over and investigated it? Something that would be explained away by a small cut? Yes, in the garage. What was it? Just a small amount of blood? Plus, Albert cut his finger off in the garage. Sorry, it's just the way she says that, man. Albert did slice the tip of his finger off with doing like woodwork or something. Hi, Lunar. But the way Tisha just writes it there, it makes it seem like his whole finger got cut off. It didn't. But like, you dumb, they know the difference between people's bloods. Jesus. They can tell whose blood it is. Come on, Tisha. We turned the wood over. With DNA, they would be able to tell if it was Albert's blood, honey, because she didn't know this at first, because remember, she said all of the blood they found in Gannon's room was a mixture between hers and Gannon's, between the miscarriage, the nosebleed, picking of the arm burns, to the back of her head being hit and bleeding. She didn't realize they could tell whose blood is whose. Yes, and Gannon's was on the wood from a small injury. I mean, everyone has blood in their house with kids present. That's they may have cleaned up or got cut. Yeah. Yeah, the booty stuff. Yep. Yeah, everybody most likely, if a crime scene came in and they searched all of our homes up and down, guys, there will be little residual blood marks, like whether you got a paper cut while you're opening the mirror to get a Band-Aid, a little bit hits the wall, you wipe it off, and then if they come in with like blue star, it'll light up, you know? Yeah, little marks here or there, dot here or there. Nothing significant like what was in that home. And yes, that's true, they say. And not to mention, they let them live in a supposed crime scene for 7 days. Yes, that's true, Jen. So, well, we're happy that you decided to chat with us. So, we've heard Letecia say this repeatedly on these pretext calls. Supposed crime scene. You let people go into a supposed crime scene. Yeah, you were claiming it was a crime scene before anyone else, but it was based off what you told them that it was a crime scene. You said you got schmaped. That's a crime. You said Gannon was abducted from there. That's a crime. You said the guy broke into your home. That's a crime. Hence, it being a crime scene. But she gets angry that they believe her and then deem it a crime scene. Yep, she sure did, Destination. Is the house off limits now? Yeah, now. Not the first 10 days, which I wasn't even there. Yeah, bitch, because you never said, you said Gannon ran away. Oh my God. They're definitely building a case against one of you guys. Do they still have your vehicles? But you keep saying that. Building a case? Like, what evidence is there? I didn't hurt anyone. Because I didn't. Well, if they can't find Gannon, then it's going to be circumstantial. Where do you think he could be? I don't know. And I do have the Baez law firm.
Okay, what the?
No, Baez came out multiple times and said they are not representing you. So this is the part that like blows my mind, because it's like, what good do these lies do? What good do these lies do? You know, it's like people are going to find out, no, they're not. So what is the good of lying about it? But they are just pre-investigation right now. So people, there would need to contact them, you know? And I'm doing a polygraph today. And it can be used, but to prove to them, a polygraph is good. It's a good idea. Who is doing it? Who is doing it? Someone you choose or someone the police chooses? I wasn't talking to anyone. That was all these, but jumps with fake accounts. And cloning profiles. No, the police didn't ask. I told Albert to pick someone and call them. So I'm here now, waiting for them to call me back. I'm sorry. Did Albert choose www.fakepolygraphtest.com? You said you made Albert choose, and Albert decided out of all the people, he chose fakepolygraph.com. Even the fake polygraph test is like, nah, we can't do it. We can't help you, man. I think that's a good idea. And even if the police can't use it, at least Albert will be able to see it. At least Albert will be able to be back on your side. Mel, I didn't do this. Not me, Mel. Well, you guys know me as MJ. A lot of people call me Mel. Not me, Mel, though. I'm sure you have heard that before. Nah, I've never heard somebody say that they were innocent when they were guilty. Nah.
No.
Yes.
No, sir. I mean, John, no.
Only innocent people say they didn't do something. Come on. Mel, I didn't do this. I'm sure you've heard that before. Well, then they will not be able to prove that you did. She sent a K. Everybody knows K is the most passive aggressive response you can give somebody. Am I wrong? Please, in the chat. Am I wrong? A K is the most passive response you can give somebody. You, Letecia, are mad because you are saying, I didn't do this. And that this person's logical response was, well, then you have nothing to worry about because they won't be able to prove that you did. And you get so mad at that answer because you did do it. So you give them a K. What are you mad? If you didn't do anything, Tisha, then they won't be able to prove you did. Simple as that. K. What did you want them to say? Hold on. I'm going to get involved in this investigation right now and make sure they stop looking at you. What did she expect? Stay strong and be truthful about everything, or the lie detector will pick it up. Something they said no one. If you pass, I would be having it sent to law enforcement. If you don't, I wouldn't mention that you even took it. This person is giving her really good advice, honestly. Okay. Will it just say pass or fail? They just said, sorry, I'm chuckling because we heard the call, and this is not an accurate representation at all. But she said, okay, will it just say pass or fail? They just said I should have the results within 24 hours. Is that normal? Like on the TV, they start telling people then. Or is that TV? She's acting dumb, but she called and they were like, yo, we can't even, no, this is illegal. We can't. She's like, what are you talking about? They're like, the questions you asked, we cannot provide you a fake polygraph. It says it specifically in the terms of service, nothing about committing crimes. And she's like, I didn't submit questions about committing crimes. And they're like, ma'am, what do you think you sent us? What color are my eyes? Did I kiss somebody while we were on vacation? And he's like, Miss Ma'am, no. You asked us, did you murder your stepson? Did you harm your stepson? And she's like, no, Jim John Doe, no.
No.
Yes.
No, sir. I mean, John, no.
And then she's like, all right, so can I just slide you over what my questions were supposed to be? Because you must have got me mixed up with somebody else's questions whose stepson is also missing, and they presume she's the killer. And he's like, no, ma'am, we can't. And she's like, all right, so are you going to just like destroy that, or you're going to hold on to it? And he's like, we'll destroy it, ma'am. And she's like, okay, hangs up. And then she doesn't just stop there. Did you just stop there, Tisha? No, you didn't just stop there because you called this motherfucker back. You called bring, fake polygraph. Yeah. So can I get my money back? Or he's like, no, You signed the terms of service. You knew if you break the terms of service, we keep the payment. And she's like, oh, shucks. And so she not only brutally gets shut down and caught, she asks for her money back. Oh my God. But she's telling everybody she passed the fucking polygraph test. Oh my God. Okay. Hey, Canes. Look at that dog. She asked for a refund, Megsy. She did. Hold on, sorry. Yeah, you could remove them, Harlot. That's what I was doing. Sorry. I was taking a moment to get the link before I gave the go ahead. But you could remove them, Harlot. So the person says, you're the only person the results are going to, right? And she says, yeah, I don't trust anyone having it, but would meet someone to verify the source. Send it to the police. Hold on. All right. Send it to the police. No way. Lawyer? Even though it's not admissible, attorneys can still use it in a closing argument and then pretend to tell the hurt to forget it. She means jury. Yeah, attorney said no way to give it to them. You said something inappropriate, Chasnig. I've never seen your account before, but it's not appropriate. So you're probably just trying to start shit. So I don't know why in the heck not one person called her out of the hundreds of lies she told when public. Well, they were burying her, Selby B. They were recording everything. At that point, they did not have Gannon's body. They didn't know where he was. Of course, they want to hold on to that little hope and possibility he was still alive. But they weren't going to call her out because they were letting her incriminate herself and try to get the information of where is Gannon. That was their main focus. But I can understand it frustrating. I know it is frustrating for all of us. Hey, Sofa. So she's like, even though it's not admissible, attorneys can still use it in a closing argument and then pretend to tell the jury to forget it. Yeah, attorney said no way to give it to them. So she's pretending she has this pretend attorney, Baez law firm, telling her, do not give police the polygraph. Okay. I begged the police for one 2 weeks ago. Letecia begged. Police, please give me a polygraph test. Please give me a polygraph. I really hope that this is not going to go to trial. That's on them. They lost that window of opportunity. I'll work with them when they stop harassing me and agree to look at another person. But until then, they have been horrible to me. So let's play devil's advocate here for a second and pretend your story is legit, Letecia. You are openly saying, I will not tell you what information I have on Gannon and risk him losing his life being captured by these people. And I only work with you if you agree to stop looking at me. Well, bitch, if you gave them that information, they'd automatically stop looking at you. Ugh. Whoops. Whew, had a stretch in my thigh. Well, that sounds awkward. My leg, but like my thigh muscle, not just stretching my random thigh, but oof, feels good. All right. Yeah, because they could have lost precious time looking in the wrong direction. But this screenshot, it's a little out of context, but I still want to read it. But this was about the, I was stretching my thigh, my whole leg, but my thigh mostly. Whatever thigh muscle that is. You know, when you've been like sitting Indian style for, oh my God, 3 hours and 40 minutes. And that moment that you like stretch your leg out. Oh, it's glory. It's glory. I know, Elena, I'm going to. So she's like, yeah, to let them keep going on these groups, it only helps because it hurts a potential trial. So you're thinking, oh yeah, it's glorious what's happening in these Facebook groups because it only helps me because it ruins the chance of a potential trial. What a normal, innocent person's mind does not think like this. Actually, no, Sofa, because I just found something out, but it'll simmer down for today. The public opinion means nothing. Exactly, Letecia, it means nothing. I think if they really suspected you, they would be grilling you and questioning, trying to make you confess. Letecia says, yeah. And at this point, he don't want to be bouncing around who he is. That will bring crazy attention, meaning Baez. I agree. Keep everything quiet. And he is technically pre-investigate. Yeah, so Baez is just keeping hush-hush because he's pre-investigate. So I really hope this is not going to trial. That's on them, And then, yeah. And at this point, I can't help but be defensive. Bitch, you were defensive from even before the murder happened. There's so many rumors out there. I don't even know anything that is true. Same. I don't know what happened. I really don't. What? You don't know? You don't know? But I did hear police say not to listen to social media. So they must be aware of all the rumors. Yes, they are, but you know the police world. But do you, Tisha? So look, if the test goes in your favor, turn it over to law enforcement so they can turn their focus elsewhere. Seems simple enough, right? Tisha, I have finished it. When will you get the results? Waiting here now to find out. Not the results, but when. Is somebody with you? No, it was in a private room with someone who was certified. Is that bad? Again, remember, hey Lucia, remember? They were like, new phone, who dis? We can't help you. No, you cannot have a refund. Bye. But she's over here. I just finished. I'm waiting for them to tell me when I could get the results. I was in a private room with somebody who was certified. Jesus. No, I just meant, is there someone there for moral support, dum-dum? Oh, okay. I was like, oh my God, they said no one. They didn't say shit because you didn't go in and get a polygraph. So if you pass, I would be having it sent to law enforcement. If you don't, I wouldn't even mention that you took it. Okay. Will it just say pass or fail? They just said I should have the results within 24 hours. Is that normal? Like on TV, they start telling people. Or is that just TV? You're the only person the results are going to, ... right? Yes, they asked me if I wanted to sign a release form to anyone, but then said I could always do that later. Definitely do it later. Yeah, I did. Okay. I'm surprised law enforcement hasn't asked you to take one. They will usually do that to rule somebody out if they have suspicion in the beginning. I asked, but they kept saying they can't use it. Only some states. Can't use it in court, but they do use it to rule people out. Oh, okay. Maybe that's what they meant. Did you get the results yet? Yeah. Thumbs up. Wait a second, actually. Okay. They said within 24 hours. What I want you guys to realize is this is the same day she says she took it. Okay. But Tisha, you know Tisha, and she is so impulsive that she already was starting. She couldn't control herself and even wait till the next day. She had to already go around and like try to use it towards her advantage. Yep. Oh, nice. Good for you, Sofa King. So did you get the results yet? Now it's 11 p.m. the same day. Yeah. Thumbs up. Awesome. Thank God. What did Albert say? I only told him. Are you ready? Hopefully this will make him believe you. I'm not showing anyone but in person. It's already all over the group. I read it about half an hour ago. Let me see if I can find it. Tisha, you couldn't even play it off like an appropriate amount of time passed between saying you were there and you took it, and then you were so yipped up, go, 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 go. Again, she was not sleeping. And then you went to the fucking Facebook group and you told them, just took a polygraph and I passed. Yet privately you're saying, I'm not showing anyone. And this person's like, bitch, I found out from the Facebook group. Oh my God. Oh my God. I only told him. I'm not showing anyone but in person. That's because you don't have results. Honestly, Mel, if I came off insensitive, I went into defense mode. I've had to defend these kids for years from harm, and I thought it was someone we knew. I heard Biomom had some issues. Beyond mine and your comprehension. Really? She has issues beyond our comprehension? Tisha. A guardian ad litem placed them in my custody while Albert was away. Then, when we got to COS, they only shared custody for technical reasons, but they lived with us and visited her on holidays. No. I mean, she did have that, but all this other stuff happened before. The high risk only came into play in the end after they were already with us in Alaska. February 19th. Wow, I'm sorry. How long ago did you guys leave South Carolina? This is, again, random people. Where is Gannon? What's done in the dark always comes to light. Always. I also don't know if this was the case. I was asking if that was what happened. There's a reason. Exactly. You will see. Thanks. Give it a few days. I promise. Believe and pray. Well, I am praying he is okay. This case has captivated me tremendously. He is so young and deserves to live a prosperous life. He has made an impact on this earth, and I am praying he comes home. But they won't. They're not helping you, protect you, I mean. They're in the areas when they should shut down the borders. They should have released the description. So this is when Tisha's like, you needed to be after. Oh, yeah, Jen. Oh, yeah. They called her pretty instantly. Which is actually kind of funny that a fake polygraph test has a better hotline and customer service than like fucking Verizon and shit. But this is when Letecia's like, they needed to shut down the damn borders. Like an Amber Alert? At the time, I couldn't remember. Do you think he ran off and got lost? Or do you actually think somebody took him? Someone took him. See, now people are like, wait a second, because as far as we knew, he was a runaway. Like, what is going on? Letecia, do you know why a reward has not been put out? Because they are too busy collecting it for his piece of crap mom who don't need it. If she cared, donate that to finding him. Do not forget. Hey, Daleen. Do not forget. Yes, Lil Red. Letecia created a $100,000 GoFundMe to help find Gannon. Landon's family made just a $5,000 fund to help pay for the hotels and the travel expenses while they searched for Gannon. Actually, some woman yesterday offered $5,000 on one of the groups. Trashing the mother of a missing child, regardless of her past, does nothing to make you look good. It reeks of desperation. I don't give a fuck. Wake up. This is what she was doing. Guys, she isn't a mother. Open your eyes. She has something to do with it. It's freaking... I'm not desperate for anything because I haven't done anything. Wow, this is so uncalled for. Not only bashing his birth mom, but also calling out all these neighbors that helped you look for this poor little guy. Not the neighbors who helped, the ones who hide behind the keyboards but didn't say anything at the vigil. she just kept going on. But all right, guys, I think I'm going to pause here because my throat's really starting to give out, but we will continue on. I might be doing this for members only Monday tomorrow. I'm not sure. I'll schedule it in the morning, but we'll pick up, we'll play the next call, we'll stop, we'll go through some more of these and play the next call. And then, we'll do the same thing that we did today. I would push out more, but my throat's real. I don't want to make it worse. So I appreciate all of you guys being here. Thank you for taking the time and hanging out with me. Elena, above and beyond, seriously, thank you. I know thank you doesn't suffice, but thank you for how generous and how amazing you've been as far as gifting memberships. Congratulations to everybody who's new to the channel. Anybody who just got gifted a membership, we're very happy to have you here with us. We do weekly members only Monday lives. So that means tomorrow we have our members only content. It is open for the public to be able to see for anybody who may not be able to afford a membership, but it is members only chat. So it's exclusive as a perk for people who are memberships. We have an amazing community here, very, very generous. So make sure you're opted in if you can't afford one, but want a chance at receiving one. Other than that, I hope you all have an amazing, amazing night. I will see you all tomorrow, and thank you for being here with me.